Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Ace Attorney time. I was having some audio issues here at the start of stream because my Streamlabs said none of your audio sources need to be working. You don't need those. But we're here now. Hello. Welcome. Cry time to cry. And hi.
Hi.
Fuck, I didn't finish my SpaghettiOs in time.
Oh, that's your prop comedy.
SpaghettiOs.
Wait, is the comedy that you have SpaghettiOs, or is there more to this?
I think they were gonna take a picture of like a few letters or something, right?
No.
SpaghettiOs. Just O's.
SpaghettiOs. It's not alphabet soup.
Oh. Yeah, well, that tells you all I know about SpaghettiOs.
Oh
I don't know what my brain conflated the two.
Yeah, apparently. No, the joke was that Alex was eating SpaghettiOs when we ended, or was heating up SpaghettiOs when we ended last week.
So you'd
my SpaghettiOs.
be doing it for a
I
week.
forgot you would have just been 1 week straight of SpaghettiOs.
Very nice, nice. I completely forgot. I respect the commitment.
Yeah, I actually like put SpaghettiOs in the microwave, and then I'm like sitting here like, no one can see and or hear the fact that I'm eating SpaghettiOs right now.
You just have to announce it.
Because nobody can fucking see you, and if we can hear you, I'm going to mute you forcefully.
I was fucking sitting in voice chat with Molly, and I was like, I gotta time this perfectly. And Molly's like, it usually takes me a few minutes, so you can just stick it in the microwave when I start, and then at me when you're done. And never in that conversation came up, you don't have to do it. You can just say you're eating SpaghettiOs.
The spirit of it needed to be intense.
Listen, I said, why do you need to do that? And then you explained, and I was like, okay, here's how you can do that. I was gonna tell you not to do it.
There is similitude in comedy, y'all.
Not once did I think that I technically didn't have to do it.
I respect that. Hi, Candace. And everybody
Hello,
else.
everybody.
Just Candace. Everyone else
Just like, everybody else we've seen
Oh,
here, whatever.
God.
Get out of here, leave. It's just Candace. The only viewer.
I'm kidding. I'm very
Ah,
happy to see people here in chat.
forgot.
I forgot Cosmo was right fucking behind him.
Yeah.
Strongheart said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Shasta might join us later. She's got some stuff to finish up this evening.
I think this is probably our last segment before trial, so it's probably just gonna be judge for a while.
Yeah.
Of Shasta characters, I mean.
Oh, God. Hi, guys. Oh, God. Okay. Hey.
God, I can't fucking believe they did this.
I also forgot that I was gonna need to be talking.
Yeah, you.
I was like, I didn't want my SpaghettiOs to get cold.
Oh yeah, it's one for the 4 of us here. It's 1-to-1.
Yeah.
That's true. Alright. I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial. Fuck!
Sorry.
Tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London, according to Twitch.
I needed to turn you up, and I forgot that sometimes clicking
click
out
anywhere,
of the game,
yeah.
it says no stop.
In fact, no. People all over the Empire will be watching how closely to see how it unfolds.
We didn't get too much further after that, Izzy, so you're pretty good. We just went and checked out the crime scene. And it looked like it was Gregson's place, based on the weirdness there, but also there was a picture...
They think it's Gregson's place.
Yeah.
But we think it's,
there was a
the
picture...
dude's place.
And there was a picture of Evie there.
Yeah. This picture was there.
Oh.
It's a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Biased.
And, and there was a wig found there, presumably belonging to
you know what?
Gregson, because it was on the ground next to where his body was found.
those redheaded boys that got arrested are gonna be like surprise witnesses, aren't they?
Probably.
They can't not show up.
They have to show up.
Even with Shamspear and fucking whatever the Meterman.
Hold on
Yeah.
a second.
What?
Can we look at the profiles real quick?
No.
Yeah, give me some more time for spaghetti.
Okay, we didn't get those guys that we met into
No,
the profiles,
Because
right?
we
They're
never
like-
learned their name.
Or we didn't get enough about them to consider them relevant.
Yeah,
Like we've gotten people who we haven't gotten their names before, but we didn't even
God.
talk to them.
That profile pic is.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
It's very. I know it's like his hair is waving, it's like dynamic and waving in the wind. It does look like just one, like because it's totally stationary. One part of his head just got a little bit more zhuzh.
Looks like
It looks like Phoenix's spikes.
Oh, it does.
Confirms that he is also Phoenix's ancestor.
There you go.
To me, it looks like he slept on one side of he slept
Yeah.
on his side.
yeah, for
Hair.
sure.
But it also is extremely trippy to see his forehead, and it does not look like him to me. Like I don't recognize him with his forehead.
It's
Without
markedly
exposed.
different. I like that. Yeah.
His forehead is naked.
It's
It's
incorrect.
obscene.
There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. And now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock.
Quite so. The public wants answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths.
I wonder who could answer that question.
Weird. So
But
weird.
Lord Von Zeek firmly denies any involvement in such matters. Ooh, I gotta get the accent back. Jesus Christ.
I thought that was right.
It felt really weird.
And there have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent.
That's certainly true. Or it has been, at least until now.
Ah!
No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history.
Featuring 2 Japanese lawyers.
Right? Both the prosecution and the defense! Oh, that's very good. That's
Yeah, I've been
so
thinking about
funny.
that for the whole time.
It's been
The
Zeke's
whole
worst
time.
nightmare.
So, Cosimo will be prosecuting tomorrow?
That's right.
But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart.
Tomato.
Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles.
Yes, they can.
What?
What?
And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense.
Listen, if he could remember my strategies, then maybe this would be a problem. But joke's on him, I have no strategy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What strategies? He hasn't been around for you to see you do fucking anything.
He has seen a couple of our trials, but
he's
not
seen
any more than
two trials.
Von Zeek's has.
Exactly. A devastating combination, would you agree?
Absolutely. I have no doubt at all that Cosmo will be razor sharp as a prosecutor.
I just realized what Cosmo's belt buckle looks like to me, and I think I don't. Molly, did you ever watch the scare game? Or not scare game, but the Super Beard Bros playing the Saw video game? And there was the mini game where you had to like turn the locks to like line up with the right shapes. I'm gonna try to find a picture of it, but that's what that fucking looks like.
Oh.
It's driving me nuts.
It is a weird
I don't know
belt.
why.
No, sorry, just the never mind.
Okay.
But why Kazuma-sama? There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Is it just you and Von Zeeks?
Hey, hi. Oh,
It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the
I
trial.
need you to go
I'll be
back.
honest, Levi, for a hot second, I went, oh, they had voice acting now? I was like, oh, this is the voice for Kazuma. And it was
Oh my God.
it was so on quick with him showing up. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, thank you.
I need you to step back to where you were, please. You're too close. You asked for this, but why?
It'll all become clear tomorrow.
What?
I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you?
Stop. Stop.
Although the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation.
He's so pretty.
I suppose such a personal request would have been upheld.
I'm
Laughing at, like,
fucking hot mess
I
right
just-
now.
I know this feeling that you're exhibiting so well.
Me too.
Just like, I can't talk to this character.
Yeah, oh god, that's a mood.
Uh,
You have to just stop and stare for a while.
me with any like woman I'm simping for in one of these. So like,
Me with that one hot guy. You guys are not gonna hear the. If we play that game, you guys are not gonna hear the fucking end of it.
I can't wait.
I mean, I'm gonna play that game eventually.
hell yeah.
It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact. How hot that one guy is 150 years from now.
You are quite right, Miss Mikatoba. He's so hot. I've not even seen him. I just have heard stories about him, and he is hot.
I mean, I haven't seen him either. He hasn't even been born yet, but I think I just sort of know somehow.
I was gonna say something sassy.
Tomorrow's
love you,
trial
Matt.
will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way.
Oh. Ah.
After all, the accused is one of Great Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire.
Levi, can
I know
you
empires are a real
this?
thing, but it does sound Star Warsy.
Oh yeah, I'll demonstrate this.
It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as the judiciary closing ranks.
So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution?
Oh, sorry, am I talking? I was DMing. Ryunosuke.
Don't say my name. Fuck off.
Ryunosuke. Let's see how your skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't allowed to
Oh man.
cross to defend for 6 of them.
This pose though.
Stop. Aren't you glad that I gave you your soul back?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Oh, Molly's face is just pink right now.
It's also really hot in this room. I like
Sure.
no, it got so fucking cold last night, so I had to turn my heaters up this morning, and I had my space heater going on all afternoon, and now it's fucking hot in here, and I'm wearing a sweater, and
This is not helping.
this
I
is
put
not
a picture
helping.
of Kazuma's belt in the Ace Attorney channel.
This man is carrying 2 swords because
He's a dual wielder now.
goddamn, does he deserve
We
it?
always, Levi, we always knew that.
Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't
Why
going to
can't we
end
just
well, my
vote?
friend.
We need to become the sexy rivals we were always destined to be.
God damn it, you're right.
Didn't you know lawyers can't be in a relationship unless one of them's a prosecutor and one of them's a defense?
We're
That's
gonna write.
why they had to kill Godot. They can't both be one.
Oh my god! There can only be one.
There can only be one.
Two genders. Reinventing heterosexuality, but I don't even know where to go with that joke.
We're just reinventing.
Oh, yes. We noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Gregson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Von Seeks?
That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene. Who, as I
Gina?
last checked, was a child?
Well, the thing is,
She's an adult, technically.
she wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know.
That's right. Mr. Naruhodo, be direct.
Inside you there are two swords.
That's dangerous.
You should probably take at least one of them out. It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes.
The guard on Karma looks slightly different in-game versus official game art. Oh man. I suppose it's probably simplified in the 3D model.
Hmm. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Cosmo,
got a
do you
gun,
have a
dude!
gun?
He's got two swords and a gun?
God damn! Cosmo's ready for Bloodborne.
Oh my god, that is true.
Wait, where's the gun?
God,
No, they're saying it was given to every person who works in law enforcement, so he must also have a gun.
yeah,
in addition
it
to the two
includes
swords he's already
prosecutors. Cosmo's fucking strapped.
In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim.
Where is he keeping the gun? Up his
Oh, you
butt,
know.
of course. That's the only holster he has left.
Oh.
No, Gregson had his gun on his person.
What about Lord Von Seeks?
He claims it's currently not in his
Oh
possession.
my god, did he give it to Hairbrain? What?
According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious.
Just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his.
We have to look at the rifling marks. No.
They're the
of course
fingerprints of the gun!
not.
Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zeeks.
God, the drama.
Okay.
I can't believe they're pulling the prosecutor is the defendant in case 4 of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what it's fucking getting me.
Ah!
I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you. But it'll be alright now.
You're going to lose, and then I'm going to take you out for tea.
Has your memory completely returned?
Yes, completely. I remember everything.
Ah!
Fuck off!
Fuck me up!
off!
Fuck me up! God.
Fuck off!
Music!
Stop it!
Just smooch!
Stop it!
Including what I was coming here to do.
We were gonna go sightseeing and have fun together and maybe smooch, and then I thought you were dead, and now you're being mean to me. Right.
Kazuma-sama. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But How did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia?
It was the voice.
Excuse me?
This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits.
Oh, you're right, Candace. His arms are fucking beefy in those sleeves.
Oh yeah.
God. I fucking noticed the way his arms were almost clipping into his chest.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was that voice that guided me here to London.
I'm so sorry for what's happened.
Anyway, my memory might have returned to me. But there's something that won't return to the way it was before.
No! No! What do you mean?
Molly
Like-
sobs on stream.
Even though I didn't die, someone in the gas mask made my dick explode.
Fuck off.
Alright, serious line.
Yeah.
I'm a prosecutor now. So I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon.
Oh, okay. As long as it's just that.
Also, we can't be friends any longer.
No!
Also, after I died, I became straight. Sorry
No!
about that.
because we're going to be boyfriends now.
Doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart.
Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our empire's history. Also, can we just... That was so much sexual tension. Just
I don't-
killing me. Please take that out of my office.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No!
I hate sexual tension in my office. There's much you could learn. The public gallery. Everything in my body wanted to say pubic gallery.
Oh, I'm glad you...
God damn it. This is actually a very far-fetched adaptation of The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway.
Really in front of my salad.
In front of all of these suits of armor.
Look at in front of God and these suits of armor. Me
Sorry.
being God.
To have taken up so much of your time, we'll see ourselves out.
Hold
Hmm.
Hey, handsome.
Before you go, Rinosuke,
Oh, what is it, Cosima?
I just wanted to thank you.
Oh.
Kazuo-sama! What?
You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead.
I'm gonna cry.
And you carried out my role to perfection.
You always were intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you.
Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here.
Oh!
I actually have a favor to ask.
Which is...
This trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends.
I think I'm going to be there for the whole thing, actually.
Indeed. Right in front of me, as the defense counsel.
Oh, we got so close. Why? What's all this about?
I know you have what it takes.
But Lord Von Six would never put his fate in my hands.
On the contrary, he recognizes your talent.
Oh, he talks about me when I'm not around. We are friends. He does.
It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. Ooh! 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 Oh my god!
We got
Oh,
Clint!
it's cursed! He's smiling!
Look at him smiling! We got
He
Clint!
looks so young!
He
Look
looks
at that
very-
baby!
Gregson looking like a proud dad.
Seriously,
And the badge! The badge is Clint's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks so young.
Look
But
at
Clint
this.
also had the issue of wearing things that were way too tight.
No, it's just the style.
No, I'm sure.
I do like how his hair is kind of like the baby version of Svenzi's hair. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's more slicked back.
Also, his like you can kind of see it at his tummy, but it looks like he's underneath is he's wearing what Cosmo's wearing now.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's no way it's the same exact piece of
But
article
it's the same,
clothing because
similar style.
because the
Right.
height difference. But yeah, height style. Yeah.
Oh, you're right! Von Zietz is 6'5".
Yeah, Cosmo's like what 5?
I don't know.
What?
Actually, I don't know how tall Cosmo is. I have no idea.
You know what? When your brother dies, you go to the gym.
Yes, I do
You know,
remember what happened
all-
when we presented
All the
our
gyms
own,
in
our
London
in
in 1870s.
gym, I mean beating up pores.
Brand.
Yeah, Selfie, can you tell us how tall Cosmo is? Because I have no idea. I think Rianovsky is like 5'6". I think.
I feel like Cosmo's only like 5. Oh, okay, 5'9".
5'9".
5'9". Okay.
He's my height. I'm basically Cosmo.
Babies, I love them.
There you go. You're Cosmo.
I love them.
You are Cosmo.
That's Lord Von Zietz and Inspector Gregson.
Everyone's still taller than me and Molly.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot to be taller than me. I mean,
So
what
did
am I
find
saying?
out
I'm 6
recently
feet tall.
I grew a whole half an inch. I'm 5'6" now.
Whoa.
I'm no
No,
longer
guys.
5'5" and a half.
I'm 6 feet tall, so like, it's fine. I'm taller
Yeah.
than
That's
everyone
true,
here.
actually.
Shasta had already told the story, but we didn't know Shasta in person, and we went to go meet up with her. She was, she had the thought that like the only thing we had lied about, like, not our names, not where we went to school, nothing about that, but just that Molly was secretly super tall.
And that was a bit.
That it was a bit, it was short.
It's just Molly has tall person energy enough that it's just like
Mhm.
believable, you know?
6 foot, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Sorry. It's just truth.
It's just the truth. In a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the look of it. And who's the third person?
Who do you think?
Yeah, right. Oh, mess.
Oh,
It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office.
his boys.
Rexy.
Okay, now that one's gonna make me cry.
In Gregson's office, you mean?
Yes. What I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Some gay talking, as opposed to all the gay talking you've been doing.
You talk so gay, Rinosuke.
I know, you've just got to turn it off for a second. Take it.
God, Nat, if you were 7'5", I would be absolutely terrified of you. You being 7'5" and having a collection of swords would strike fear into my soul.
The collection of swords that you made.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Hey, Tony.
Hi,
Both of
Cones.
the Olympic swords.
Gregson's photograph has been entered into the court record. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this?
Just hurry, Rinosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over.
What are you doing, Kazuma?
We gotta go.
You said that with the intonation of "What are you doing, stepbrother?"
No, I
Oh my
didn't!
God. No one did.
No, I did not!
Go to joke.
No, I
Thinking about
did
this actual
not!
chemistry, I'm sorry.
No, I did not!
Chemistry between step siblings.
I literally
Inherently.
You know what? It's funny. This one, this reference, I don't get.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let it go.
I take it back.
Oh my
Interesting.
god, that didn't happen. Fucking Men in Black memory wipe, take it away.
It was Halloween yesterday. Sorry, it's November 1st. Gregson died on Halloween.
No!
Oh. Oh.
Is that why he was wearing a wig?
I don't think Halloween existed yet.
Like,
Like,
Now it does now.
and also, I don't think they actually celebrate it as much as the U.S. does.
No.
No. I don't think so.
My dad can make knives. Anyway, sorry, that was in reference to Nat saying learning metalsmithing. My dad has made knives. It's very cool. Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, apparently the 19th century is when it started getting popular, but really only in the U.S.
Lord Von Zeeks is still reading that letter. It must be really long.
We've been gone quite some time, though.
Either he's an incredibly slow reader, or it's an incredibly long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can.
He can absolutely hear us.
Yeah, he can.
I was intending to ignore you entirely. But I can't turn a deaf ear to such an insulting Nipponese.
I can get him to talk to us if I say mean things.
You just have to bully him back.
Is push and push and push. You push everyone who wants to help you away, and that's why you don't have any friends.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't think you'd hear that.
I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time.
Oh.
Yes, we heard that your trial is set for tomorrow.
Which is none of your business.
Oh, it's quite my business. So, have you found a lawyer?
How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This is nothing to do with you.
In other words, no.
We were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided.
I'd expect nothing less. Though I have no idea who it is. Oh.
It's
Huh.
going to be Kazuma Asogi.
Asogi!
That made the color drain from his face.
What color?
Well then. It seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all.
How terrible.
His belt buckle's got 2 swords on it.
You're just like mumbling that as Rinosuke.
I just noticed it. Because I've been trying to not look at his eyes.
I
I burned my gaze to his dick, apparently.
Alex. Alex is the
stopped
Van
looking
Zeeks
at
as Molly
his
is
head.
to Asogi.
So I looked at his
No,
other head.
I am
Listen.
too Godot.
You're too good though, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, I
Listen.
can't. It's
Y'all have not seen the depths of my thirst yet.
If I hadn't had my fucking soul sucked out of me by that conversation with Kazuma, I would have told him to stop looking at me.
Before I make this joke that I'm going to make, I have to preface it with saying I'm allowed to make this joke, and it is that I do need some color, just a little bit.
That's fair. That's super fair.
Woo!
This dude looks like he dunked him in bleach and then sort of rang him out. With your...
That is not a fast and true rule. That is just Godot and Van Zeke's overall are very similar, I know, but Godot is hotter, and I think part of that is that he's Hispanic.
Not full white.
Not white.
10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. Can you guys hear me fine, by the way? I talk a lot quieter when I'm Venzi, because I'm like close to my mic.
No, you're good.
And the killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name of Asogi.
That's fair.
Genshin Asogi was Kazuma-sama's father.
Thank you,
We have to
Susaku.
do a recap in case you haven't played the last case in several months or something.
So what a cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court.
Good song.
I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you.
It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's true identity from the outset.
It's what he does.
But what could he have been hoping to achieve?
And let's not forget, it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that?
He did a little trolling.
Little light trolling.
Asogi.
Natalie? Natalie!
Yes.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. I'm down for 77 seconds!
Did I? Oh,
Alex did it!
Alex did.
Mod abuse! Mod abuse!
Oh my god.
I have better TTV. I have a BTTV, and so if you right click on someone's name, then you're a mod in their channel. You have there's like a little sliding scale that you can time someone out for, and so that's why it's 77 seconds because I clicked around the 1 minute mark because that was the closest I could get to without hitting accidentally purge.
Right. Oh,
Which
God.
means like a full ban, I think.
That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you, Nipponese.
Oh, fuck off. Right. Your hatred of us all, of all us Japanese.
The Nipponese bane? Oh fuck, we're just gonna get right into it.
Tell me,
So,
tell me about your racism.
puts hands together. Puts hands together and like does like the thing where you like point your fingers at him. The racism.
So,
Exactly like that, yes.
Leans forward like an interviewer.
I'd only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother Clint, the director of prosecutions, was hunting down a mass murderer.
how does that make you feel? The so-called professor.
Assigned to the investigation as his partner was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard.
And that was Genshin Asogi.
Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man.
Yeah, he definitely was wrongly accused.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
father's music.
No!
So I lost everything when it happened.
No! Stop!
My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, and any semblance of right prevailing over wrong.
Oh, how awful.
To avenge my brother, I prosecuted Inosugi's trial. It wouldn't ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the ascribed prosecutor until he consented.
What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor?
The man in charge of the Professor case inquiry, Lord Mael Strongheart. Oh, shit.
Wait.
Oh.
What? Lord Strongheart?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
He was a highly Part 2! He was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. Advisor with an E. Since that time, he's one person who I felt in.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oof. I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor.
The dong in the music like the fucking clock?
Anyway, time passed, but then earlier this year, who should arrive in London but you?
Ah!
And, of all things, as a lawyer.
I felt your animosity the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese.
I kept telling myself it was illogical. But for so many years that hatred had festered inside me, I could no longer control it.
And I can understand why. Now I know the history.
But in the same way that I've long felt the Nipponese to be the bane of my life. To Cosmo Asogi, I am the bane of his. The Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in court tomorrow.
I don't think that's what he's doing.
Your gun!
You're gonna be fine.
Dude, I was so into the music that was playing during that
Yeah,
sad
it
bit.
was
Oh god.
good.
I want more.
I don't
Bring
think
it back.
I don't think Asogi is trying to get revenge on
I think
He's just trying to clear his father's name, I think.
I also think
Right?
I also think that Von Zieks is scared and projecting. Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think he's
Yeah.
necessarily trying to tell us. He's telling us what he thinks. I think he's I think we all agree that he's wrong.
right, but
It
Cosmo
gives us a very good
obviously wants to prosecute this for a reason. I think it has something to do with Strongheart.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Van Zieks for
It also makes sense why he was like, I gotta get out of town for a couple of days to figure some stuff out.
Right. He needed to go take a walk in nature to clear his head. he had to go get some air.
Gregson's transfer to the Paris police prefecture. Jesus Christ. To the Paris police prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month.
No!
They literally do the fucking, like, he was a week away from retirement bit on him.
Oh my god.
Gregsy!
But he'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy.
Gregsy. Oh, yes. Come to think of it, He did mention something about that, didn't he?
I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean.
It's the first time I've ever encountered it.
Oh!
The Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable.
That's fair. Yeah, that's super fucking weird.
I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place.
I'm gonna fucking cry, guys. It's so sad. Sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed.
I'm afraid to say,
Gotta lay flowers and some fish and chips at his grave.
Yeah. Unironically, yeah.
Oh.
that we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing.
Make the graveyard smell awful, but it's for him.
It's for him.
We hear that he was considered something of a legend at Scotland Yard.
Don't play his music!
Don't play his theme!
Stop!
You can't do this.
The
No!
music
Illegal.
changes.
This is so fucked up!
Imagine if Gumshoe dies and they play his music,
No!
right? That's what this is. Again.
Man, I can't wait for Gumshoe to fucking eat it.
Yeah, Ace 27. It's coming.
God, Gregson speaking French is so fucking funny, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bonjour, right?
He just goes bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour!
Merci.
God, him and Gina trying to learn French? Fuck.
Oh.
Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself.
Mercy.
By uncovering... right. By uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity.
Oh, and it was fake!
Boss, check this out. Je voudrais un glace. It means I want ice cream.
This conversation won't ever happen.
Fuck
If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made.
Oh no.
Interesting. What does that mean?
What sort of approach?
After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy.
Oh no!
The problem there, Candace, is that I can't do Gina and French at the same time.
So you just
It's not going to happen. So it just went mostly French, and then it dipped into Russian.
Also, Alex's default accent, if they go anywhere in Europe, is Russian within 2 sentences.
Yes.
Like, if they don't have a specific idea in mind, it instantly turns Russian. It happens
absolutely.
every time.
Every
Every
single
fucking
time.
time. I can't do anything
Every
else.
time. It's either that or if you're
Amazing.
if you're in a different mood, it's Southern.
Yes.
It's either
Yeah, that's the other
Russian
one.
or Southern. That's it.
That's all the accents I got, folks.
Oh, I said this.
Oh my! 10 years ago.
That's how it happens. The autopsy report was
I
fucking
can't
fake.
do normal British typically, but,
Ah!
and I can pronounce French correctly, mostly when it's actually in French.
Why
But
is that so surprising?
Autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time and rarely performed. And my brother was of course a noble, that made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in his investigation made him determined it was necessary.
Oh.
His powerful conviction somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death.
So, he must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then.
And it's even more inconceivable that she would have taken his life.
I don't have confidence in anyone.
Oh, shut up.
This man is
Oh.
so broken. So am I.
I'm so broken.
So broken.
So I was trying to evoke the bachelor.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Gregson felt the same way.
Gregson
I don't
loved
think that's
me.
true.
Gregson loved me.
Gregson loved Iris.
Gregson loved Iris so very much, and Iris loves me, so by proxy, Gregson loved me.
I have no doubt he thought of me only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London.
No, he had your picture in his office because he loved
We have to
you.
prove it! We have to prove him
Oh, I
wrong!
can show him.
We have to show him that he's wrong.
You stupid fuck!
This is but this is so very
He didn't
good.
realize he loves adopting children. He's done it this whole time.
How old was Gregson?
Like, he was in his
Somewhere in his 40s or 50s, right?
45.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got, what, like 10 years on Von Zieks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think exactly. I think Zeke's is. Oh no, 33. So he's got.
Oh, 12 years. His
Ugh.
face looks so much shorter in his profile than he does in his actual, actual sprite.
Yeah, his
Surprising no one, Strongheart's the main villain of this game.
right. Surprising absolutely no one.
Look
He
at
gave-
that fucking profile.
He gave up way too much Gant vibes for him not to be evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now Christoph
Look at that
Gavin.
evil ass profile.
Did it always look that evil?
Yeah,
It always had
it
that
was
shading, yeah.
always that kind of shading where it was like he's got like top down lighting and so his whole face is shadowed. It's fucking sinister as hell.
Which, if we're going off of roles I will never be able to play when I'm playing Ace Attorney, because usually I'm, Phoenix or fucking whatever. I've never been able to do the main bad guy, so that's fun.
Hey, yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, Seishiro is
So hot.
43. You're welcome. What really went on between Lord Van Zieks and Gregson, I wonder? What was the true nature of their relationship? Alright, we'll get back to that after I ask you about your gun. About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene.
Ah, yes. That's not mine.
Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is.
What do you expect me to say to that?
Ah, that's true.
Lord Strongheart informed us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm.
As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid that's true.
Somebody took your pistol. When did you lose it then?
That I don't know.
Oh!
I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose. Or left it somewhere, perhaps.
Oh, you've never kept a pistol on your person in this entire last
I've
decade?
got a sword.
Yeah, that's
Two.
fair. That's fair. I understand.
I can slice bullets.
You have something in common with Lord Von Zieks after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things.
No. This has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it.
Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese.
Girl,
You do
stop
know-
fighting.
Oh dear. The rift is very wide, isn't it?
I can't believe they put comic relief into this conversation.
Oh man, we needed it. They knew.
Although it's kind of great, like
this
I do
shit's
love
whack.
that these two are
Yeah. You love that these two are.
that they've got like I don't know, they've got like I love the prosecutor like defense attorney relation like dynamic
Yeah.
between these two it's so fucking good and so like I just think it's great.
It is.
I want to write
It's-
essays about it
Yeah,
later.
it's super good. So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Alright. Look at
Honestly,
this.
to me it gives off
photograph.
in like very abstract terms like Apollo Clavier vibes
Mmm.
more
Yeah.
than any other prosecutor defense attorney combo I've seen.
Right. If Clavier was, you know, constantly berating.
I mean, like in terms of like the antagonism not being about rivalry in court,
Mm.
right? Like there's something else to it. Like there is a more. It's not like, oh, I want to win. I want to be better than you.
Right.
It's like a different. The vibe is very different. I'm fascinated by it.
Mhm.
This game has a really nice way of kicking you in the shin until you fall down. Then it kicks you in the gut. Then it hands you a balloon and makes you smile. And thank you for kicking it. And thank you for kicking you. Get some of those words out.
Oh, this is such a cute
Try
fucking
this
photo.
right.
This is so fucking cute.
There's a magnifying glass on this one. How far can we zoom in?
Look at that mustache.
Look at his little,
Ah.
The one day he did not have fish and chips.
That smile is so funny. It's so awkward.
And
I
then he
think
never
it's
smiled
cute.
ever again.
I think it's cute.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh,
It's
it's
cute
cute, yeah.
in like the kind of like.
He has like this kind of like nervous. He looks like Apollo in that picture. He's got this kind of like nervous,
little
younger,
bit.
Yeah.
like.
He's very fresh faced. He's green.
He hasn't. You know,
No, he's in black and white.
he hasn't experienced his trauma yet. Lord Von Zeke.
He's not green. He hasn't been jaded yet.
He hasn't been dipped
Fuck.
in jade.
Oh, God, I hate all of you.
I thought that was funny.
It was great, and I hate it. These are both true statements. Lord Von Zeeks. We came by this old photograph.
Why did you get to that?
Yes, exactly, Trifish.
Surprise.
That was a very bad pun. 10 out of 10 would hate it again.
Surprise! Van Zeeks is the Apollo ancestor, and he is constantly.
Oh my god.
I guess on the side of his family that's not Grandma.
Yeah, he could also be Truth's
Yeah.
ancestor.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking
Oh
about
my god.
It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost.
There's the man on the left there.
Yes, that's my brother, Clint.
The details of Gregson's photograph have been updated in the court record. It had to be, really. Apparently, this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know. Were you aware of that?
Respect. That's nonsense.
No. We've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gina Lestrade, no less.
Klimt! Klimt!
Oh.
You know, it's weird.
Yeah.
So I think on Archive of Our Own, they do like the original like the fan translation and the real one, and so it's like Klimt, like in a row. Like it's just weird.
Klimt! It's fucking kelp all over again.
It's fucking windy.
It's fucking
Well.
windy.
Maybe once, yes, there was a time things were like that.
Kermit!
We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter.
We were also just brothers, period.
No, he was talking about Gregson.
Okay. Secret third brother. Second brother.
That was a nice glimpse of the past. Thank you. I thank you.
I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then, too. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes, a brief twinkle, an insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the Stone-Cold Reaper of the Bailey. Oh, thank you, Selfie. Hydrate, motherfuckers.
He looks like he's going to reach through the computer and strangle me, and I do not like this.
What? You don't like that?
You don't? Yeah,
Alex?
I
You?
I don't want
And
to
replaced
sit.
Alex.
I don't want to sit here in this.
Everybody else is just like, I like it, yeah.
We're having a great time.
Yeah, totally.
Fuck yeah.
I can't look at
Choke
him.
me,
Choke me,
daddy.
daddy.
Staring into my soul. Elizabeth could die and to fucking look at his stupid fucking eyes all the time.
Yes, it's happening.
Hold on.
Everyone shut the fuck up. Only Levi gets to talk.
Fuck.
God damn it, Miles.
No, he's never.
Yeah, he's never called
Yeah,
us Mr. Naruto.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh. That's the first time he's ever used my actual name.
I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or the lawyers. But there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in.
What's that?
That what you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth.
Lord Von Zeeks.
From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago now. I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wished I could. Here's a loathsome Japanese who has absolute integrity as a lawyer. There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother, Clint, and Genshin Asogi.
Fuck.
The man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way.
When you showed me that photograph just now, it reminded me.
You mean this photograph?
Back when I was able to laugh, I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. I looked to the future with hope. Since then, I've protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe.
I'm so sorry.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me?
Yes.
Of course I will. It would be an honor.
I'm so pleased, Mr. Naruhodo.
then my life is in your hands.
Just fuck me up.
Fuck.
I was holding that in this whole time. I was just like, no, I have to complete this, but oh god,
So
I'm crying.
good. God damn it.
I can't see the text.
For Lord
I have
Von
tears.
Zeeks. That must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask. Which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow, in the Old Bailey, against my old friend Kazuma. God, and this isn't the last case!
That is such a good to be
Okay.
continued, man. What a wait. This is some hype for this court,
Okay.
this trial. God.
Question or maybe theory.
No.
Okay. All right.
All right, never mind.
I want to know your theory.
Echo. So I was
Um,
being an asshole. Come on. Lay
Yes.
it on me.
So, what if the next trial, since we're just collecting prosecutors to be our friends at this point,
Yeah.
the next trial is fucking
Strongheart?
full on karma.
Von
Strongheart's
Zeeks is the prosecutor. Strongheart's the prosecutor.
Strongheart's the prosecutor, and
For the last
and,
trial.
Yeah, and we have to prove that he's a shithead and that he's the Reaper.
Damn.
Could be.
Be very, very fun.
Could be very
Mhm.
possible. Yeah.
Like, how do
The
we
reason
raise
why-
how do we raise the stakes even higher? Because they have to.
The
Yeah.
reason.
I mean, but they just now revealed that he's been a prosecutor before,
Right.
and at some point it's gonna be like, these motherfuckers are getting too close. I'm gonna do this my fucking self. Finally.
Right. The reason why I wanted to see the profiles at the beginning was I had this crazy thought, which I don't think is true. It's just I haven't seen what they looked like in a while now. But remember those folks at the beginning of the case with the red hair?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a taller, skinnier one, right?
Yeah.
And I was wondering if
it's
he was
Bailey?
the guy. Yeah. If he
That would be
was,
extremely funny if I was both
'Cause-
Evie and Daly.
because the thing about
Oh.
him is that
Could have been.
his hair was the thing that stood out so much to us, right? We were just
Yeah.
focused on his hair,
we
right?
really didn't look at his face.
But if you consider maybe if his hair, if he was wearing that wig, right, or he was
Right.
just wearing a red wig, so I don't know.
I
I don't know. Like
fully
that may be completely
Do not
bullshit.
remember what they
But,
looked
I just
like,
can't remember what he looked like.
other than
Exactly.
tall and
I think
short.
I will say I remember the first guy was French,
Mm.
Yes.
which could be like a fake thing, could be whatever.
Could
But
be
I do think
affected.
that's worth. But the guy did have an exaggerated French accent.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And then he was also with like a child. So I don't know who that child is.
But as far as the story that we've
Right.
heard and seen, that is like the closest lead I feel like we have to,
Yeah.
who he is and where he is, you know.
Yeah.
So
All right. It's the 2nd of November, 8:56 a.m. The Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. I'm hoping we get to some music so we can take 5.
Mhm.
I think the next line probably will start it.
Okay, great. Taking 5.
This is good waiting room music. It's quite literally what it is.
We're in the lobby. We're taking 5. We'll be back.
I'm gonna
Go
get
take a
something to drink
Zyrtec.
so that I can hydrate when Chad tells us to hydrate.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna razz you about it because I don't have to do the bit again. But I was tempted to be like, Alex, did you pee? Anyway, bye.
took a Zyrtec. Now my eyes won't swell. Hello, chat. It's just me and you. One of these days, we're gonna play Satisfactory again. And then we can talk about how I'm fucking your mom. The deep Satisfactory lore. The exo-vivid Satisfactory lore. Which is whenever Alex is alone on stream, they are fucking your mom.
Hey, Alex, what the fuck? You have fucking wireless headphones.
I know you do.
I was just downstairs, like, I remembered that I had gotten a donut when I went grocery shopping yesterday. I'm like, I should fucking eat this thing. And I was like, just like listening to you be like, the deep lore, I'm fucking your mom. I'm like, okay, what?
That's the deep Satisfactory lore.
Oh, God.
Whenever Molly leaves me alone, just have a conversation with chat about him fucking their mom.
I'm not surprised.
It's either that or I just start playing the Saw theme from my
God.
phone.
Over whatever music's already playing.
Yeah, I mean it's Satisfactory, so there's not a lot of music.
It's still funny though.
Yes. It's just like da 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 da.
Ugh. I don't know if you heard Levi before he left, but he was like, I'm not gonna make you go through this bit again, but he was gonna ask if Alex peed, and then he was like, goodbye, and like scampered away immediately.
Scampered away. I took a Zyrtec and I let Selena lick my face. And I'm good.
What?
I just was like cuddling with her for a little bit, and
Who licked your
really...
face?
Selena. My cat.
Okay.
She sometimes like I'll give her a kiss, and then she'll like, and she'll lean up and try to lick my forehead. So I give her a kiss, she give me a kiss. Fair enough. And now she's licking her butthole. Great.
Thanks.
The duality of cat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Molly, are you aware of the deep Satisfactory lore?
Yes! There's a highlight.
Yeah? I think so.
No, it's of the when you're not here. Alex talks about how they're fucking the whole fucking. I don't know who the
Chat.
ambiguous you
Yes.
was,
Chat.
but okay. I
Yes.
had not heard of that, and I was like downstairs, like looking, like getting a donut, and just like.
I heard of what?
Oh yeah, when
I'm
every
fucking Chat's mom.
yeah.
Hmm?
That's
That's
the
what
thing.
it sounds like.
Yes. It is exactly that. Sorry, chat, that you had to find out like this. Alex is fucking your mom.
Oh.
Whenever Alex is alone during Satisfactory breaks, that's the topic of conversation.
Yeah, that's
I
the
see.
bit. Except the one time you talked about milk cubes.
I don't remember that.
Literally anything is better than my Colin Firth rant, so like...
That was fucking good though.
I said I usually either talk about fucking Chat's mom, or I start playing song music. It's just like straight into my mic.
What?
From the movie Saw, not like on a Saw.
No, I knew what kind of Saw music Alex was talking about, Miles.
Leave him alone.
Oh, it's an instrument.
Unsatisfactory.
It's an instrument. It is a legitimate.
Oh,
People
I
did
know.
what I
I
wanted to
know.
make sure everyone knew what was going on, because I certainly didn't.
I knew. I just didn't know that you had ever done that specifically before. But that's probably why some of my VODs get muted.
Oh my god.
You fucking asshole.
I don't do it constantly. I've done it like 3 times and it was forever ago. I have not done it recently because we haven't played
DMCA never
Satisfactory.
forgets.
Oh my god. Alright, we're all back. There's that old familiar feeling again. The crushing pressure of this historic courthouse. Actually, no, it's a little different today. There's an even more menacing tension in the air.
There's a menacing tension in the air here today, isn't there? I suppose.
Thanks, Isoto. Yes, I think so. Hey, oh.
Oh, he's the defendant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's trippy.
It can only be the result of the menacing appearance of the defendant.
A little more courtesy, if you please.
God, his waist is so small.
This man is what
Dorito.
Doritos were based on.
God, I love it. Ah!
Oh my! I do apologize.
However,
Van Zeeks, why are your
No,
waist so
certainly not.
small if not for other guys to...
Not to be held by other men.
not to be held by other men. Slut.
you're certainly not mistaken that this trial is far from ordinary.
What do you mean?
I'm not privy to the details. However, I understand that no jury has been selected. Oh shit.
What? It's gonna be a closed trial?
We're doing a classic trial.
What? Is this so we can't
What?
fucking pull a summation examination?
From like Strong Hearts meddling?
A trial without a jury? Well, that's just like the trial of the professor 10 years ago.
A closed court. Oh, Jesus?
Oh, hey.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Shasta.
Oh, man.
Am I Sholmes now?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
This is you now.
Yeah, I think so.
Good morning, my dear fellows.
I cannot wait to see how many words Alex gets wrong. I love you. This is gonna be amazing.
I
Oh,
don't know how long he's gonna be talking. Probably
Mr.
not long.
Sholmes. Oh yeah, it's back to normal.
Have you made note of my hair, Mr. Naruhodo? An outright victory for science, you must agree.
To be perfectly honest, so much happened yesterday that, well, I completely forgot about your little hair problem. It was red and then bright blue.
Mm-hmm. Ha! What to one man is a little hair problem, is to another a day of drinking dubious potion after dubious potion.
This man just...
Now you got me in my head.
Sholmes got so fucking smashed.
Oh my god.
And his hair went back to normal.
He got so drunk.
He had Iris there to watch him. You have no idea how my stomach ails me this morning.
I'm right. He's
Oh
got
dear. How awful for you.
so much nausea, so much headache. I'm afraid you only have yourself to blame, Mr. Sholmes. Oh my god.
Oh hey, what's up? And Good morning to you, Mr. Reaper. I'm delighted to see you looking so full of vim.
And you. I see London's celebrated great detective is as active as ever.
God.
Looking over his head.
Yeah, he doesn't even want to look at him. Especially not wearing that.
Yeah.
It's distracting.
Oh, you exaggerate, my dear fellow. Compared to my paltry engagements with a few trivial cases. The Reaper's overbearing presence is far greater deterrent to the black roots of crime in our capital.
Did you say captain?
No, I said capital.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they got it. They got it.
I
Okay.
said capital.
Oh, okay, you just said it real quick.
Yeah. And whilst I may not agree with your methods, there's at least one point on which I would readily commend you.
What an honor. And that would be...
Your eye for a good lawyer, sir. Aww.
Mr. Sholmes?
You're just blushy. After all,
I need to see Naruhodo blushy sprite.
behind this lawyer there is a very great mind. My own.
Oh my
Alright.
Fuck up. It's fucking funny.
fucking
Classic
asshole.
Sherlock Holmes shit. What are you trying to say?
I am so shocked we haven't had to defend this dipshit yet.
Is that
Maybe
next
that's
case?
the next case.
Gotta be the next case.
God, we're fucking representing
good point.
Sholmes
Yeah.
against Strongheart.
Oh my god, please. I wish only to say that you should be prepared for quite a trial, Mr. Reaper. Sorry, Virgin.
I think it's...
Oh, that's Gina!
Oh,
Gina!
she's got an armband.
Ah!
The way, like, it was Gina on the left, and I was looking at Gina, so only peripherally saw the guy on the right.
This person too.
Yeah, that sucked.
No!
Ah!
Gina! What's that on her arm? It's a mourning band, I suppose.
Yeah, well, kind of.
Father, shouldn't you be at symposium? Should I take Eugen?
Oh, yeah, fuck, it's two Shastas!
Yeah, I think
Well-
that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if someone else wants to, that's fine.
No, I think you could take him.
Do you want him?
No.
Yeah, I'm set on voices. I'm good. You go ahead.
Okay, I guess me.
Yeah.
It's been postponed, so I have some free time. I've decided to come along with the police inspector to see our country's up-and-coming student in action. I shall be very interested to see the fruits of your studies over the past year.
The fruits, you say.
I don't have any fruit.
Well, it's an honor to have you here. Let's hope there are some fruits to see.
I only have vegetables. Fuck! Odo?
Oh, yes, Gina?
Why'd you agree to this, eh? Why'd you take him on? This Reaper bloke. Everyone says it was him what killed the boss.
I'm sorry, Gina. But I just don't believe that.
Well, then where I am, who was it?
I don't know that yet.
I don't care who calls him what. The Reaper's just a name. He's just a person at the end of the day. And it turns out it was him what killed the boss. then God help him. Sup,
Right
bitch! Just 2 fucking fingers straight into his face.
Fiery eyes, indeed. Yes, the culprit deserves every ounce of your loathing.
Yeah.
At least that may be some solace to the deceased.
Oh no, Gina! Ah!
Hate that.
This
Hate
is
that.
so bad.
Please. Odo.
No.
Get whoever did this. The boss.
Oh, Gina.
I hate feeling this useless, but there's nothing I can do.
Stop it.
So you gotta find who's done this and make the wretch pay.
Stop it.
Tell the defense. I'm the defendant.
Bailiff, why are you crying?
I was like really close to crying.
I'm like wiping tears from my eyes, and like I see it goes to Bailiff. I'm like, oh god, the whiplash.
I was like very close to crying. Oh my god.
Bailiff, why are you crying?
Shortly. It's just fucking shit. Do you see her? Do you see her? Make your way into the courtroom at once, please.
Yeah, the bailiff's just so.
God damn it! Someone get her dog.
Someone get me a fucking hanky! Alright then. Here we go. Ah.
It's time, Mr. Naruhodo. Lord Von Zeeks. Oh. I guess
Alright.
that
Yeah.
both of them. That was a
Naruhodo?
Lord
Lord Von Zeeks?
So Naruhodo, Lord Von Zeeks.
One who lost his treasured brother to a mass murderer. One who lost his treasured father in a foreign court of law. And one who lost the man who helped her escape destitution. All that misfortune, all that pain, on course to collide headlong in this trial.
What a setup, man.
Three
Yeah.
very
Narratively,
important
emotionally.
men fucking
just now, like I think
murdered.
really hitting me.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
it's
I'm.
Gina. Gina like fucking gets me.
Gina crying is.
Yeah.
They did so fucking well on
She
that
set
animation.
up
so well.
so fucking much. She doesn't deserve this.
And they set her up so well in the first game as like she doesn't. This isn't how she is. Like right.
Right.
It takes a lot to get her here. Like
Right.
and then to absolutely put her like to get like it really becomes way more impactful knowing her from
Yeah.
the start.
fucking put her through the
Like-
ringer.
She was clearly scared of Van Zeeks before, but like she would still like stand up to him,
Right.
but she can't anymore. Like he stares her down and then she just fucking fully breaks.
It's time to shine a light on all these dark events.
Also, whatever the fuck is going on with this guy.
And whatever truth is revealed,
Sholmes did it.
we're going to have to look it straight in the eye.
Is this Sholmes saying it? Is that why it was him?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe not.
I think it's because Sholmes knows.
Oh, he knows what happened?
Yeah.
Right, he
'cause-
has to. He know he
Yeah.
he clearly is known from the start, but he can't
Yeah.
like for some reason he can't or won't tell us.
I'm sure it's something to do with ours. It's like the
Second.
only thing he cares about.
2nd November, 9:20 a.m. The Old Bailey courtroom.
I will say I did thought you say fucking November.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session.
I missed,
I missed you playing the judge.
Yeah, Miles and I are same page.
We are here to conduct the fair and just trial of the defendant, Baruch von Zix. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready to begin?
Oh, look at he's
Yeah.
got a Chinosuke on his shoulder!
Oh my god, he does!
Look at him!
Both of them in their westernized form.
The defense is
Steampunk.
ready, my lord. I think it was Trithis who said in like the design notes for like the alt costume is that they specifically wanted to make a costume for Ryu that like paired well with Kazuma's prosecutor outfit.
Oh, right. Right, yeah. You can see it. The prosecution is more than ready.
Oh, Kazuma-sama.
I've been wishing to see you in court again for so long. It feels... But I never pictured it happening like this. God, look at him! I never thought I'd be facing you behind the prosecution's bench.
The so-called Reaper of the Bailey has been a scourge like no other, undermining Her Majesty's justice system. Today, we must uncover the truth behind this scourge.
In other words, this trial is going to be a lot more far-reaching than Inspector Gregson's murder.
The truths revealed by these proceedings may have unpredictable repercussions through the judiciary. Accordingly, they are to be conducted as a closed trial with no members of the public present, by Her Majesty's direct orders.
Damn.
Oh shit.
How will that work, my lord?
The burden of all arbitration and adjudication falls on my shoulders. Therefore, as you will see, the juror's bench shall remain vacant today.
He looks so lonely up there.
He does look lonely up there.
If no members of the public are present, might I ask who is currently occupying the gallery, my lord?
'Cause there sure
I
are people
never
doing
noticed
that.
silhouettes behind them before.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I never thought. I just didn't. My brain didn't process it ever.
Yeah, they've always.
They
That's
blend
why
in
we.
pretty
That's why
well.
we make jokes every time Von Zeeks threw a bottle into the gallery. There were people
Oh,
back there.
I literally never saw it. I mean, I saw the bottle, but not the audience.
That's so funny.
They are members of the judiciary, here to witness proceedings and ensure an equitable trial.
Oh, look at the official
Oh my
name
God.
of Ryunosuke's shoulder friend is Shrunosuke. Ah, okay. I see people on
Shrunosuke.
Is-
yeah, Shrunosuke.
Yeah, isn't it? I've also seen
I've seen Chu.
I've also seen it. Yeah, I've seen Chu as well.
CHUU at every that's what I see it on Twitter as Shrunosuke.
Those ears, yeah.
Look at him. He's all. Members of the judiciary.
Oh my! This is a very unusual trial already.
There is, of course, another unprecedented aspect to these proceedings on which I must elaborate. The counsels for the prosecution and the defense are both aliens of Great Britain.
I believe it takes an outsider to see the truth sometimes. And as I stand here in this courtroom now, I'm quite certain. This is the reason why I had to come to Britain.
Kazuma?
Very well. Let us commence proceedings. Prosecutor Asugi, your opening statement, if you please.
Certainly, my lord. The incident took place on 1st November at just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The location was a building of flats on Fresno Street on the outskirts of the city.
Fresno Street's always gonna fucking get me. Just internally.
Right.
Weird.
Fresno.
Hey, Fresno. It's Fresno Street. The victim's body was discovered there in an old single-room rental property.
Yes, Inspector Tobias Gregson. A name very well... a name known very well indeed to this court. Not least for his miraculous resolution of one of this country's grimmest cases 10 years ago.
The Professor case.
In case you forgot.
How sure are you about the time of the incident?
Several witnesses on the street outside heard the gunshot, and all have reported the same time.
Yes, that's what Gina told us too. There were a number of witnesses.
I have here a plan of the room. The victim was found curled up in one corner.
They put the hat on him in the drawing. That's both funny and mean, and also kind of perfect.
This is...
Couldn't have it any other way.
This is the Squidward future gif.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
The future. I just spoke about reference. I'll send it in
Yes,
via security
yes.
chat.
Okay, the interesting... So, jokes aside, the interesting thing to note about this diagram is that the door opens inward. And so if Gregson was standing there, he would have seen the door
It'd be hard
open.
to see him. Yeah. And also, you wouldn't see him immediately while walking
Right,
in.
and you also wouldn't
Another
see
thing.
Gregson if he was
a good
standing
point.
there when you were walking in the room. I don't know, that's going to be important. I don't know quite why yet, but it is going to definitely be important. Okay.
It's believed that he was shot from the front at point-blank range and died instantly. Well, I think that's the, that might be a point of contention.
Yeah, it's so weird.
How has the range been determined?
There were scorch marks around the entry wound. Oh, point-blank.
Point blank, point
So-
blank.
Yeah. Such marks are caused by the gunpowder used to fire the bullet. But powder hot enough to leave scorch marks is only ejected a few inches beyond the end of the barrel. In other words, it only happens when the target is at point-blank range.
I see, yes. Thank you for the detailed explanation, Counsel.
The autopsy report has been entered into the court record.
The murder weapon was found lying beside the victim.
And have you managed to ascertain the owner of this firearm?
No, my lord, not conclusively.
Bravo, Kazuma-sama. For not trying to use the gun as evidence when its provenance can't be proven.
Whoa. That's a word. Furthermore, my lord, as I've explained, the revolver was fired at extremely close range. The bullet passed through the victim and struck the wall behind him. There is a candelabrum?
Candelabrum.
Candelabrum? I'm trying to think about it. There is a candelabrum mounted on the wall.
I never thought about that being singular of candelabra.
Right. Latin roots, yeah. And the tip of one of the candles in it was found to have been blown off by the projectile.
We noticed that too, didn't we?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you for the thorough report, Counsel. setting of the crime is clear to me. You will submit the plan of the crime scene as evidence, please.
As you wish, my lord.
The crime scene floor plan has been entered into the court record.
Is this Fresno Street room Inspector Gregson's private abode?
No, my lord. The room is rented to a Mr. Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone. But there is precious little furniture inside, and it is generally in a poor state of repair.
So what on earth was Gregson even doing there?
Presumably he was investigating some case or other.
When a policeman was informed of the gunshot from the witnesses and rushed to the scene, he found only the deceased inspector and the accused standing alongside, holding the revolver.
Got another Edgeworth.
The attending officer arrested the accused on the spot.
So, the details of the case are clear.
In that case, the prosecution would like to call its first witness.
I was constantly reading that as huge bone. Honestly, yes. That's what I see it as every time it comes up.
It is a weird, like, I feel like the name's gonna mean something later.
Right.
But I can't,
right
my
now,
brain won't figure out, I can't figure out what it is.
Hugh Boone.
I have my conspiracy theory: huge bone, dog bones, hounds of Baskerville.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's.
A name, please, counsel.
Naturally, the accused himself. I'm going to interview myself now.
Lord Von Six.
As a prosecutor, he believes in the oath of office he's taken and will be compelled to tell the truth.
Okay. First question. Did you kill Tobias Gregson?
Right?
Very well, let the defendant take the witness stand.
This is wrong.
Right? What the hell? So, witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Baroque Van Zeeks, Old Bailey prosecutor.
I presume, Lord Von Six, that you heard Prosecutor Sogi's opening presses.
I did.
It is alleged that you were found at the scene of the crime, and that you were arrested by the arriving police officer. Can you confirm this?
Yes, my lord. Then I'm sure the court would like to hear you explain some things away.
Trithus, why wouldn't there be this much definition in the arms of these prosecutors? Do they not deserve it? Do we not deserve it?
Namely, while you were there in the room on Fresno Street at the time in question. And what exactly took place? I intend to explain away nothing. I will simply tell the truth. Was a little bit Cosmo there.
It's okay.
I must say, Lord Von Six, I never imagined this day would come. Or rather, I didn't want to imagine it would come. But since you became known as the Reaper, a part of me has been dreading it. Your formal testimony, then, witness.
Santa Judge?
I was investigating Gregson, and my inquiries had led me to that address.
Why were you investigating Gregson?
Yeah, that'll be our first press. When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside, and I saw no one.
That makes sense. The door opens inward. He wouldn't have seen
Yeah.
Gregson's body.
Yeah, he wouldn't have looked that way, yeah. A moment later, I heard the gunshot. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor. Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open, and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
What? I need
I think
you
when
to...
he says appeared,
I need
he
you to
means, like,
diagram. I know, but I need him to diagram on the floor plans where he was standing. What
Yeah.
happened?
Right. That testimony was the whole truth. It was. So, you heard a shot being fired in a room with no living occupants. And moments later, a corpse somehow appeared before your eyes. Is that it? You're right. You haven't explained away anything. In fact, that would barely qualify as an excuse. I thought you were my mute apprentice.
So far in Ace Attorney, we have normal judge, Canadian judge, hot judge, and Santa judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet it turns out you have a way with words, Prosecutor Asogi.
Damn, that's gay.
It was kind of gay, yeah.
It would appear to be a singular tale indeed.
Gay is allowed! Automod!
Come on,
You could say
Automod.
things are gay! Go the fuck, don't be homophobic, Automod! Singular isn't the word. It's laughable.
What's got into Kazuma? He's not behaving like himself at all. Yeah, Izzy, he's low-key proud.
True, yeah.
Oh, that's me.
You skipped the last line, I was like, huh.
Woo! I didn't say that out loud.
Very well, then. Counsel, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Oh. Oh! The cross swords.
Hold it!
You were investigating the inspector. What on earth for?
Not relevant. I'm not at liberty to say.
Sorry.
I'd identified a distinct possibility that Gregson was involved in a case I was investigating. Regrettably, though, he was killed before I could secure the proof I needed.
It is the court to understand, then, and on the day in question you followed the victim to the scene.
No, I was privy to his movements in advance.
How?
I stole into his office in the yard and consulted his diary. Well, okay. Alright, looking good. The address on Fresno Street was noted in the 5 p.m. entry. You illegally entered the man's office. In Japan, that alone would constitute a very serious offense.
As it does in Great Britain, I assure you. Is that not the case, Lord Von Zieks?
I was aware of the possible consequences. So, in summary, you were investigating the victim, and yet you refused to tell the court why. I didn't realize British prosecutors enjoyed such freedom to choose what to divulge under oath.
Oh. Why did I ever think I could defend this man? Oh boy. This is gonna be a long one, folks.
I'm so into this. I'm so hyped, man. This is... oh.
Had you ever been to the address before?
No, never. I only learnt of the place as a result of my investigations into Gregson's activities. There was no light inside when I entered, so it was all but impossible to make out anything.
But at 5 p.m. the sun would have only just gone down. It would still have been reasonably light outside.
The room has a window, but it was boarded shut. It could have been the window could have been facing, whichever way the sun is not setting, which I can't think of right now. Very little light found its way into the room from outside, so it was extremely murky inside.
Would have been facing west.
West, thank you. It would have been facing east, because the sun sets in the west. Yes. Anyway. Sorry. I wouldn't have noticed if the victim was already lying on the floor. There was no artificial light in the room, you say? You're quite sure? I'm quite sure that the part of the room where the body was found was very dark.
The sad demons on the banners behind the witnesses?
There's demons? Oh, I see what you're talking about. If you look at the design, it looks like horns, right? And then it looks like eyebrows.
They
They're
do
sad.
look sad.
Yeah. I mean, what is that supposed to be,
I think
actually,
it's
right?
just
It's
a
just like stylized design. Yeah. It is funny, though. It does look like sad demon. Sad tiefling. I have a feeling there was a small oil lamp burning on the desk, but though I couldn't say for certain.
Look, Mr. Naruhodo.
Sad goats.
There is a small desk in the room just here.
Susato, don't draw on the evidence.
This is an erasable pen.
Both the English and Japanese Ace Attorney Twitter accounts just posted a new art by Kazuya Nurian celebration for, damn, 500,000 copies.
That's
Holy
pretty
shit.
good.
That's great.
Good.
If you can send the tweet to the Discord, I would love to go look at that later.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. And there was an oil lamp on it, as well as the framed photograph.
When I entered the room, I closed the door behind me and started towards the desk to investigate. Oh, all the more reason why he wouldn't have looked that way. He went right to the desk where perhaps there was
The
a light,
desk had a light on.
which is facing, and it would be facing away, directly away from where the body was.
Right. I think Gregson's body was probably planted there.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you find?
Nothing. I never actually reached the desk.
Interesting. Hold it! This is very elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
So, who fired the gun?
I have no idea. I didn't see anybody else in the room.
But you say it was very dark in there.
Yes, that's right. All I can tell you is, I didn't sense another's presence.
Aha. Then, could it be that the gunshot actually originated from somewhere outside the room?
No, that's out of the question.
Oh,
Without doubt, the sound emanated from inside the room. I could smell the gunpowder. Oh shit. I was about to see like a
Damn.
recording, but no, it was you could smell it.
look at the little shrew. Look at him.
No.
Oh. This is going from bad to worse.
And you say that's the point at which you'd notice the revolver on the floor? Correct, and I foolishly picked it up. It was carelessness on my part.
Presumably, then, the gunshot you heard from the firearm that you somewhat hastily took into your hands.
In point of fact, my lord, I believe it did not.
That makes
Interesting.
more sense. The revolver was planted on the ground, and whoever
Right,
shot Gregson took the actual revolver with them.
We don't have fingerprints of the gun yet, I feel like, right?
No, definitely not. What?
This Sudakumi being like, finally! I can use this! The barrel of the revolver I picked up was cold, and there was no smell of spent powder.
Little slappies? But then, where on earth was the gun that was fired?
And how come you didn't see like a muzzle flare or something?
I mean, he was turned away.
Yeah, fair. Whilst I would like to oblige you with an answer.
That's why the lamp was left burning.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only source of light in the room, so it would have been the first thing he walked towards, and he wouldn't have
Right.
been able to see anything else.
Yeah, Van Zeeks
Yeah,
is
Van
always wearing
Zeeks wears
gloves.
gloves, but somebody else could have put prints on the revolver.
I'm afraid I can't. I can't. I too would dearly like to know that.
Ryu is fucking having a bad day.
He sure is.
Ryunosuke. Oh yeah. Ryunosuke also like picked up a gun, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he did pick up a gun like a dumbass.
Huh.
True.
Everybody pulling an Edgeworth, picking up guns off the ground like stupid idiots.
Hold it!
A man, you say? One of the witnesses, I presume.
That's right. One of the street merchants working on Fresno Street.
Who are these merchants?
A number of them have set up their stalls directly beneath the boarded window of the crime scene.
Weird. That's weird.
A match seller, a newsmonger, and a peddler. They've all given statements saying that they heard the gunshot.
We're gonna have 3 people on the witness stand.
Yeah, we will do that probably.
Is the little kid gonna be a match seller?
Oh my god. Probably.
And without thought of danger, they ran inside to see what had happened.
Little matchstick girl.
Yes, Gina told us about that yesterday, didn't she?
In Ace Attorney 7, we defend Maya again after she picks up a gun off the ground right before Gumshoe busts in. And then Gumshoe
And then
fucking
she shoots
dies
Gumshoe.
inexplicably.
They burst through the door with some force, it would seem. They did, and almost gave me a heart attack in the process.
Good thing I practice proper trigger discipline. But you're supposed to be the Reaper.
The first man to come in immediately noticed the revolver in my hand and fled.
This is like the fucking Three Little Pigs.
Like a fucking wuss. A policeman patrolling on Fresno Street heard the commotion
There's even...
and was able to arrest the accused shortly after the incident occurred.
Incredible.
Anyway, the man's scream drew my attention in that direction.
Van Zeke's persona would be a wolf, right?
Oh, baby, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And he'd think he'd like cool and original for it, and then find out that's like a very common persona.
Yeah.
He's like, look at my original, unique persona.
I thought it was novel.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? In what way did the body appear?
I honestly can't explain it, but it's the truth. As far as I was concerned, the body hadn't been there until that point, and then suddenly, there it was.
Were they Weekend at Bernieing Gregson?
Oh no!
Like
That
the three guys
or-
who came in?
That or, like, this is an elaborate setup, and fucking... somebody pretended to be Gregson, and then after they got Van Zeke's out of there, they deposited Gregson's
The
body
real
there.
Gregson, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, especially in the dark, you couldn't see, right?
Oh, someone like laid down to
Yeah.
the dead guy.
Yeah.
Especially
And
if this is like if we're going on the Strongheart villain arc, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Strongheart's setting him up,
This is
right?
all an
Like-
incredibly elaborate setup for Van Zeke's. So
Like, I could see that.
it's
right?
very possible, yeah. The body wasn't there, and then suddenly it was after, like, he heard the gunshot. That's why there was a gunshot through the candle.
Mm-hmm.
Gregson had been killed somewhere else.
Right. Which is very common in Ace Attorney.
Yeah. Did you perhaps hear the sound of the victim falling to the ground just beforehand?
At that moment, what I heard was the sound of the door flying open and the scream of the man who came inside first. Nothing more.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
I see.
After the man fled, I examined the body. Okay, never mind.
Alright, so it
Here's
has
my
to be Gregson.
Yeah. I was stunned to find that it was Gregson. That it was Gregson. Got to enunciate.
Most curious circumstances indeed.
How the inspector was killed, or how his body seemed to appear out of nowhere, I have no idea. Is there like some like weird mirror fuckery? Secret like wall fuckery? I'm just trying to imagine how this is.
I don't know.
Objection!
We don't have enough. Oh, hi.
Ooh, baby.
Please don't be mean.
Surely the court has heard enough.
No, absolutely not.
My lord, the cross-examination has clearly revealed
Absolutely nothing.
Right?
that the accused, Barack Van Zeeks, is lying on multiple fronts.
No! The
Oh,
music!
his theme! But it's Barackified!
Oh!
That rules! That rules! That's so good! Oh, this is a game of music spoilers. Absolutely. Oh my god.
God! Ah!
That's fantastic.
Holy shit! This bugs.
Fuck!
What?
Fuck, that's so good!
What is that supposed to mean?
Holy shit, man!
Good gracious, counsel! The defendant
That theme
is
is banging.
lying, you say?
Oh yeah,
in his testimony just now.
the fingers to the temple is very Edgeworth. You're right. I think it's a nod because Kazuma's probably the Von Karma ancestors.
Oh my god. I mean, his sword being
is
named Karuma,
Yeah,
which
his
is
sword's named Karma.
literally the Von Karma. Karuma is the name, right?
Yeah.
In
In Japanese, yeah.
Like, yeah.
His objection voice line is different than the one in the first case. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. He's in England now. He's speaking.
They Britishified it.
Yeah.
This is so fucking good.
This is
Yeah.
fantastic.
It rules.
I'm having a great time.
He claims that he failed to notice the victim's body because the room was dark.
He's angrier, he's darker, he's edgy-worther.
He is more worthy, one
I'm
might
just
say.
fucking floored.
He's more
Jesus
Werther's
Christ.
original.
That's correct.
God is
I've just been like
You-
clutching my pearls for the past like 5 minutes. Just like, ugh.
Oh my god!
No, that's impossible.
Shut up.
As proven by this candelabrum. Oh, he's gonna say that it was lit.
How does that prove anything?
If you examine...
Oops.
If you examine the tip of the long candle, you can see it has been blown off by a powerful impact. That was I wasn't me messing up the word "if," by the
Oh,
way.
no,
if
I
you're
know,
just
I
listening,
read it.
It was a... Yeah, I'm for the benefit of people who might be just listening. It's a typo.
Mm-hmm.
One would assume that the projectile from the firearm passed through the victim and struck the candle.
Which we also noted would be very strange if it was the same bullet, because Gregson is kind of short, and the candelabrum is quite tall, high up on the wall.
I was thinking about how it could have been a shot from below,
Right.
like
but,
not from the floor below, but on the ground or something. Yeah.
Right.
Which is interesting.
But it would have to be a really weird angle because it was also point blank into the chest, and so it would have had to have been a really weird angle to hold a gun at, because Gregson's kind of short, so you'd have to be up in his business, in a really unnatural
Would have been
angle.
bent forward, like someone had hit him, or he was ducking.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he may not have been standing up straight. That's a good
Like if he
point.
leaned in and someone had the gun close to his chest, and his torso was tilted downward.
Van
But I don't know if
Zieks is a
that's too
cat.
much.
No, that makes sense. I think I've seen art as Van Zieks as a cat.
They're all cats, cause fucking
They-
Soseki and Sholmes.
I think
Everybody's
Jones is a rabbit.
Sholmes is a rabbit. Yeah, Sholmes is a rabbit.
He
I
does
just
have,
know we've been making jokes about him being
him being Catboy, yeah.
Yeah, being Catboy, but all the characters have little charms associated with them. Like Ryunosuke is a little shrew. I think both Kazuma and Van Zieks have cat charms. Gina has a little puppy.
What do you think it is, Nat?
What do you think it is, Levi?
No, I was humoring her, right? What do you think?
Yeah,
Nat?
it's an opossum. You're right.
It's hair.
Oh, Sasato's a little bunny.
Yeah, Sasato's also a
it's
little
brains.
and
His
then
fur
I don't,
use persona's
I don't
brains.
remember what Iris's is, but Iris has
Iris is a bear, it looks like a little bear.
She's a little
Aw.
teddy bear. Oh, that's very cute.
Oh my god, Van Zieks is a cat, but he's got a full top hat on. And
Yeah,
it's kind of pushing the ears out a little bit.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Gina's a
Gina's
hedgehog. Okay,
is adorable. Yeah.
she just has a dog.
Yeah, it's Toby and Wagahai.
Yeah.
They're actual drawings
Yeah.
of them too.
Iris drew all of this.
I was wondering why there were 2 burnt down candles and one that's like not and kind of like
That one was
ashen or
shot.
something.
That one was
Yeah.
shot, but the other 2 were
Yeah.
left burning.
And that's what his point is going to be. Yeah.
One would assume that the projectile from the firearm passed through the victim and struck the candle.
The problem comes when you consider the other 2 candles, which are clearly of a different length.
Yes, I can see that only the candle that appears to have been struck by the bullet is long.
We could reasonably expect someone to have lit all 3 candles together.
See, I
like this
presumed
pose.
that someone was trying to save candles, and so they burnt down the first one, and then they burnt down the second one, and that's why the third one was still long, because they hadn't needed to burn it down yet.
But then why would it have that ash color on it? Yeah.
Well, the ash colors from the bullet, I presume, is what
Yeah,
that's like their
Right.
artistic rendering of it being hit with a bullet.
Mm-hmm. Which begs the question of why only one has ended up longer than the others.
That must be because that particular candle was extinguished when the others were still burning. Ah,
That's right. When the cat hit by the bullet, it obviously went out. But the other 2 candles would have still been burning. So the fact is, the victim's body would have been illuminated by the light still thrown by the candelabrum. And the accused claim that he couldn't see the body clearly contradicts those facts. Oh shit. And now to the next lie. He's doing the cross-examination for us!
there's more? Because he's a defense attorney.
Because he's a defense attorney,
This is
yeah!
fucking brilliant.
Oh my god.
So it's like, imagine being on the other side of this, right? Yeah.
God damn. Through and through. Fuck, I love this boy.
The accused also claims never to have visited the scene of the crime before. That's the truth. In that almost empty room, the police discovered something very unusual. A board covered from top to bottom in police documents and newspaper cuttings. You can really see the bicep in that pose.
Yes, that's right. We saw it too.
It goes without saying that the contents of the police documents cannot be divulged. However, they included a number of reports from various historical cases. The oldest of which was from 10 years ago.
10 years ago. This is starting to sound
Fuck, he
familiar.
was investigating the Reaper, wasn't he?
Yeah. And there is a common thread linking all the documents on that board.
He had to protect his boy.
Indeed. What is this common thread, Counsel?
And this girl. He had to find out who the Reaper is so he could defend both of them.
They all relate to cases prosecuted in court by Baroque Van Zieks.
Look at that fucking smug little
He's...
asshole.
Jesus.
Fuck. All of them.
And furthermore, all those cases are ones in which the defendant was acquitted.
Good lord!
Interestingly, none of those defendants are alive today. Because all of them have been sent to their graves by the Reaper.
Oh no!
Stop it.
Fuck!
In short, that dingy little room is the Reaper's secret hideout and his base of operations.
The,
Oh!
The Reaper's hideout.
That's what
Not
he
Von
thinks, right? That's
Zeke's.
what the angle. That's what he's.
The
yeah.
Reaper.
I think it's still just Gregson's research.
I think Gregson is
Yeah.
investigating the Reaper, and so
Yeah.
someone took him out, and they're trying to put it on. They're trying to pin it on Zeke's.
Yeah.
It's a good line of logic, but
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
this is one of the better lines of logic I've seen a prosecutor pull.
yeah, it's because he's defensive.
Because he's the fucking defense attorney.
He's a fucking defense attorney.
And yet the Reaper would claim to have never been to his own secret hideout.
It's quite the jump in logic. Yeah, and that's because he's a defense attorney.
No one would believe that. No, the truth is, we've been looking at this backwards.
Yes, the picture, the photograph of Miss Vigil was in the room. It was on the little table that had the lamp on it.
Backwards. Explain, counsel.
Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper.
That's probably true.
When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand.
What? What?
He does stand like a ballet dancer!
Order! 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 Very well. I hereby state the current opinion of the court. Baruch von Zeeks is an outstanding prosecutor who has rendered great service to his country. However, it is with deep regret that I must concur with Prosecutor Soki's contention that the defendant's testimony exhibits a number of stark inconsistencies with the known facts.
Do we think that Daly is the actual physical hand behind the Reaper, the one who's actually pulling the trigger and killing everyone,
He
and Strongheart's
super
just
could be.
pointing him in a direction?
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, that would make
Strongheart's
sense.
not the type. Like Strongheart, every single turn we've always seen him declare something, and then it happens. He doesn't do things himself.
Mhm.
He just tells people where to go and what to do.
Yeah. Izzy, this is the
So it would
picture
make
that was
perfect
found
sense.
in the room.
Yeah, it would make perfect sense for him to have someone else actually be the trigger man,
Yeah.
so he can defer blame if it ever came out.
What was the original theory, Alex, that you said? I was typing that. Is he?
That Daly,
Daly
Daly
is
is the actual trigger man behind the Reaper. He's the one who
Got
actually is
it.
killing everyone, and Strongheart's just blackmailing him into doing it.
And he would have experience as a former executioner.
Exactly.
Damn. Damn.
This sad man is the
I
Reaper.
I think the fact that, quote unquote, he appears to have no particularly distinctive facial features is
it's a bit
quite
telling.
quite a
It's a lot easier to get away with murder when no one can recognize you.
right. But
Minus-
also
minus
notably
3 charisma.
doesn't look like Zeke's, because Zeke's has a very prominent like
Right.
scar on his face.
Yeah, so if we do get someone who is like, oh yeah, I saw him kill. I saw him kill. I couldn't really like, he
He looked
didn't-
like a normal guy.
he
Yeah.
looked like a normal fucking guy, and everyone's like,
He's a
oh
normal
no,
fucking guy.
he's just a normal guy.
He's just a normal guy. I have not. The only two things that we looked at the floor plan. Oh, it doesn't show what way the door opens in this diagram for some reason. That's weird.
that's
It
weird.
showed it when we first saw it, but the door opens in. So when
That's gotta be a point.
yeah, so when someone coming into the room would open the door and it would cover up the candelabrum in Gregson's body, if it was
You'd have to
there.
take like 2 steps into the room, or like open the door all the way and poke your head in.
Yeah, and then the
Either
other
way, you
thing
have to like make an effort.
we didn't look at the autopsy report. Coroner Maria Gorey.
Gory.
That's probably Miss Scythe's quote unquote daughter.
Daughter. Quote unquote?
I don't know.
I assume my guess is like she took her dad's last name.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be.
Or it's
Or
just
her
not
middle
her
name is-
daughter, and she was just replaced by someone, and the game knew that we were gonna check to see who the fucking coroner was because that was so important, so they came up with a funny name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's more likely, but
I think it's important.
I've seen too much fan art or I know too much fan art exists of the daughter to think she never comes up again.
Right.
No,
I
I mean,
think
this
that's
name
some-
might,
I
I'm
think
saying
it's
this
case
name
five
might not be her, but
Yeah,
I think
that's fair.
she's gonna come up again.
oh, for sure, gonna come up again.
She had a
Alright.
model, she has to.
Yeah. Tobias Gregson, male, age 45, British, time of death. Not
Oh,
noted.
there's just no time of death listed. Okay, well,
Time of death isn't
that's
noted.
pretty important.
Interesting.
Mhm.
They don't actually know
Yeah,
its time
one.
of death. Interesting. Right, her maiden name was Stevens. Courtney, it was Courtney Scythe, maiden name Stevens. So, Maria
Oh,
Gorey.
true, you're right. I forgot that
Which is
that
why I
meant that
said,
she must have married someone named Scythe.
right.
My
That's,
brain went, she got another one.
that's why I was like, quote unquote, like it could be her, but also it might not be, and also that might not be her daughter. Like for realsies. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. See what happens.
Cause of death. Victim was shot in the chest at close range from the front, resulting in instant death. Scorch marks at point of entry. The bullet exited the body from behind. Additional observations: the caliber of the gun used matches that of standard issue firearms for members of the judiciary. Also, Daly would have had a judiciary issued gun. I don't know if they
True. I don't know if they
Asked-
were able to take
I don't know
away,
if they
or
got it back. You know?
yeah, or Strongheart just like
Gave
gave
him one.
him one.
Gave him one.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but like,
They could've
had
of
very
note,
good
he
things
would
to
have
go.
had one 10 years ago when he was working at the prison as a warder.
Or he had
Oh, sorry.
he hired that redhead gang to steal the gun, so it would be there during the murder.
All I have done is state the truth as I know it.
Cosmo has done a brilliant job as ever. He's drawing on his experience as a defense attorney to build his prosecution case. And it's formidable.
Counsel, you will submit the board that you just showed the court as evidence. I believe it to be fundamental in establishing the facts surrounding the Reaper's existence.
Thank you, my lord.
The notice board has been entered into the court record. And we will look at that.
And now the prosecution would like to call new witnesses to the stand.
Right now.
Let's see who it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, fuck you. We're looking at the board.
we speed.
All right. There are details of a whole raft of cases dating back years on here, aren't there?
This paper from 10 years ago is browning with age. Look.
Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here.
Oh, it's the same red-headed league advertisement that Mr. Sholmes had picked out.
Interesting.
And do you remember? There was a red hairpiece at the scene, too.
Was Inspector Gregson an exponent of the red-headed league, then? Hey!
Oh shit!
Hey!
Oh shit!
What the fuck is that?
Oh my.
Dot 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 dot.
Oh, go?
What's this? Sonorahodo, look!
Oh, yes, it's a smudge of some kind. In fact, It looks just like a handprint.
And the color. That's blood, isn't it?
How did your hand
It was
get
on-
up there
It was
like
lying
that?
down. It was on its front.
Yeah, it was knocked on the
It's on the
ground at
floor.
some point.
So someone
picked
picked it
up.
back up again.
Yeah.
There was a fight. Gregson didn't go down without a fight.
I'm sure it's red hair dye. It could actually be though.
That's true. Like we can't
In
rule it out
this case, it
in this case.
actually could be red hair dye.
Oh dear. How disturbing.
The details
And
of the notice
confusing.
have been updated in the court record. They do call it a
Noticeable.
bloody handprint, but we know.
Oh, I like how you can see all the pins when you look at it from the side.
Yeah.
Wait, can you zoom in?
Oh, but if it fell on
no.
its front, all the pins would have come off.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the faces at the top.
I don't think I no.
Or
I-
it gone deep, right? Like it would have flattened them out and pushed them in deeper. So the fact that
Yeah.
they're so far out in
Or
the way they
bent
are
or
now in
something.
any way.
Yeah, I mean-
it's weird.
So only some of them are pinned in with gold. Other ones are tacked in with the like thumbtacks.
Yeah.
Weird.
Maybe
Oh,
maybe
hold on.
those pins came in later. Those specific pins came
Actually,
in after it
wait,
back up
oh,
again.
you're right. Weird.
This is
It's
very
like, there's
interesting.
only,
This is
like-
super fucking interesting.
There's only like a maybe like a dozen of them that are like the gold pins. That I don't know if it's relevant. It's just interesting, you know. That
What's the Kool-Aid man?
Oh yeah.
alright.
Witnesses who saw events unfold on the day in question.
They were mentioned in the previous testimony too, if you remember.
Yes, the street sellers who heard the gunshot and went running into the room.
Problema.
Very well. Lead the witnesses in. The defendant may step down from the witness stand.
Certainly, my lord.
I love
Quote
This
unquote
man.
street sellers. It's gonna be the guys Gina
I
fucking
love
arrested.
him.
I actually really like the way his hair looks from.
Oh!
Oh, hey, Little Red Riding Hood.
Bippo!
Oh!
Alright, well we know who Levi is.
Whoa!
So,
man.
witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court.
He got fired. Ew.
I don't
Oh,
like
God,
this
those
man's
lips.
lips.
Oh.
Oh,
So this is either Alex or Miles.
I want to be Little Red Riding Hood.
I think everyone does competitively.
oh
Just
man.
take lip, man. Whatever this fucking dude, what the fuck is happening with his whole face?
Yeah.
Stung by
Is
so many
this-
bees.
Oh, wait,
Daily?
Oh,
wait,
my-
This is Daily!
It's Daily!
That's
It's
Daily.
Daily!
Yeah.
This is
The
Daily.
thing is,
What
no
the-
distinctive facial features, that lip is fucking distinctive.
He got stung by a shit ton of bees.
He's got wait, guys, hold on. Important. He's got like rope burn around his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when I fucking said about Gregson didn't go down without a fucking fight?
Guess we got our murderer.
Yeah.
Holy
shit.
Yeah, this is
The hair.
100%
The hair is the
Daily.
giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he like
Holy
smudged
shit.
like dirt on his cheeks.
Mhm.
And can we pull up the picture of Daily again?
Yeah.
The eyebrows match too.
Yeah, the
Too.
eyebrows.
100% him. 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the eyebrows for sure.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god. I'm so glad we all just like got that immediately.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's
Like-
him. It's 100% him.
yeah.
It's him, but he's been through some shit.
Yeah.
Jonathan
A
Larson
couple of
looking
days.
ass.
It could, like, the expression is a fat lip, right? To get punched in the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
This man got punched.
God, what voice did this guy have?
Something fake. Something obnoxious and fake.
It's like the kind of guy who would say us instead of us, I guess.
The likes of us. Names. We don't use names. Far too fancy for the likes of us.
We're just free and easy. So what we like, You live where we want to live.
Okay, Red Riding Hood.
She's so cute. I've given them all of my vacant stairs. They will walk down Fresno and spin a few words into a verse for them.
Why are you still so cold?
So cold.
It's in November.
Would I be right in assuming that all three of you make your living by selling wares on the street?
He's fucking
Everyone calls me Gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits to passers-by, you know.
You know.
You know.
Jaunty little titbits.
Tidbit.
I've got an absolute smasher for you right at the beginning, it is. What the fuck does that mean?
Right up the
Dude, I can't take
know.
this.
6 pence is the price, not a penny less.
What is again?
Oh
What are
my
you
God.
saying?
What the fuck is happening?
He told Strongheart he was gonna do this, and he was like, "You
Wait,
don't have to."
you're-
He's like, "No, I'm gonna."
You actually trying to sell it to me now?
Oh, come on, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested. A ginnel is a narrow passageway or alley.
Huh.
I got
Right up your alley.
passageway or
Try.
alley for you.
Try the man.
Okay. I don't know if I'm can you amp up this man? Even, like, can you dial this up to 11? I don't know.
I can try.
I don't want to ask too. I just
I
want
will
to.
see what I can do. How far
How far can we go?
Bigger
far
man.
fake can I make this? Give it money and see what it is.
I would love it if they give us a choice here. Please give us a choice here.
Pay the man, counsel.
All right. 6 pence it is.
Even the judge wants to know.
You won't regret it, sir. Now, get your listening ears on.
Oh, thank you. This is a gift.
Just between us, a young couple on Slight Street have just had twins.
Oh my god. Was it the only couple that we know who's happily married?
Oh, Pat and Rolly?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that would be so
Yeah,
cute.
he had twins. He can't sleep ever.
Oh no! Renosuke's just like, what the fuck?
Sure.
Is that it?
Oh god, the lip thing is freaking me out.
The lip flick.
It's so bad.
Why is this the design they've
God,
chosen to
Jiggle
give this man?
Fisting. Why did they do this? Gave the same amount of strength to titties. Like,
Lip jiggle.
Oh.
God. No, that's not it. It's gossip, isn't it? It wants to spread. But that puts up to you and your mouth, of course.
something's spreading from your mouth, sir.
I've got more, you know. Want another juicy one? 6 pence a piece it is, if you're curious.
We need cream.
I am curious, yes, about what's going on just under that fat bottom lip of yours. Namely, that unusual bruise or whatever it is that's poking out under your collar.
Oh, you're right, Tony. This is a northern accent, like, or the Oz thing is a northern sound.
Mmm.
Huh. Or at least like that part. I don't know. The sound is the.
What about the next witness then? What name do you go by and what do you sell?
Me? I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, ain't it?
Oh, I know what you're about, Venus. Yep.
I sell these lovely little fireworks to all the local school kids. Venus! You can't do that! They're
She's
gonna burn their hands off!
definitely selling fireworks. She's our little match girl.
6 pence a pop! What do you say?
She did just
my
message on
God,
our ass.
she
We
lighted
have to
that at her
I
ass.
appreciate
talk about this.
I appreciate your voice going up a full octave now.
Oh, wow.
I love her too.
I didn't think I could get higher than Iris.
No, you know it's correct. It's absolutely correct.
No, this is. You aren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell?
Oh yeah, the second years can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers. Especially when I tell them that if they get 100, they could blow up the school.
Oh my god!
Kisses them.
Oh my God, she's my brand of psychotic.
Not the most savory of ideas, young lady.
What do you say then, eh? Want to part with 6 pence for a pop?
God, she's just full of euphemisms.
This is excellent. This is excellent.
Wait, what? You want me to buy one?
Tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret. You get 100 of them, you could blow up the whole courtroom.
Ma'am, I need you to stop kissing the firecrackers. It's freaking me out.
Try the woman.
Why is this what we're doing?
How is this the funniest?
Money and see if she's right.
How is this the funniest this game's gotten so far?
Pay the woman, counsel.
Oh my God.
Right, all right, I'll
Cosmo
buy
promised
one.
them that they would be paid if they showed up.
Lovely stuff. Right then, this is something a bit extra, just for you.
She's gonna shove it in her tits. Jesus Christ!
Only 600 pence.
Oh lord.
600?
It's 100 of my regular fireworks. Nothing little about that, is there?
And there'd be
Look at her
nothing
little
little
dance.
about the punishment if I blew up the old Bailey either. Added to the gunshot.
She did.
The gunshot was a
Oh, the
firecracker.
gunshot was firework. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's gotta be this.
That's why he smelled gunpowder, because it was a
Gunpowder, yeah.
firecracker.
Dude,
Yeah.
they totally, the three of them, like, or two of them maybe set him up. Maybe Beppo's the actual witness.
Poor
But
Beppo.
I want to believe Beppo.
I
was a
want to
part of this,
believe
but-
that Beppo is just being shook around.
Strung along. Yeah.
I can't do this to this man twice. Come on. The Venus firecracker's been entered into the court record. What sort of bang could it make? One that sounds like a fucking gunshot.
And the last witness, what name do you go by and what do you sell? Mother, think of me. Think of all the sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am, and I think, therefore I think. Because I stand here on the street, we're watching the world go on without me, but they call me the observator.
My observanator!
The observator.
Get out of it, old man. Everyone calls you Sandwich and you know it.
Everyone calls you sandwich,
Everyone
old
calls you
man.
Sandwich.
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? You're called sandwich.
Oh my god, get with the fucking script!
This is so funny all of a sudden. Oh my god.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Is that like one missing?
No, it's the
It's fuse.
fuse.
Oh, okay. I don't know if fireworks work.
Oh my god.
You think they're like a bouquet and you have to cut some of them off?
No. I was just like, maybe they took off a single firework.
It's a fucking string of grapes!
Have you had an idea, Mr. Naruhodo? You're staring at the end of the string of fireworks.
Fucking firecrackers are like a bunch
good
of
one,
grapes, and you gotta pluck them off.
Great. Fireworks want grapes. It's a necklace of fireballs.
I'm a Chinese person. I am betraying my heritage so much right now.
I was gonna say, our like firecrackers are like a really.
Fun fact, I've never been to China during Chinese New Year because I'd always have to be in school.
Oh man.
Oh. I see the kids when I kids on my block would set off fire like
Oh,
little
yeah.
firecrackers like these.
Oh my god. Whew. You could say Levi was confused.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That.
It's terrible. I hate it. Oh man. Sorry. It's just that it's the Venus special. Was wondering what 600 pence worth of fireworks would sound like.
Shall we find out?
What? But
Susato!
she said it could blow up the courtroom.
Sounds like a gunshot to me.
Alright. That was a fairly sizable bang.
My ears are still ringing, Mr. Naruhodo. It sounded almost exactly like...
Weird.
The
Like
details
what?
of the
Like
Venus
what, Susato?
firecracker have been updated in the court record. It goes off like a gunshot.
Out loud.
It's in the court record. That's the most important part. She doesn't need to say it because it's in the court record.
Yeah,
Because we'll say it
That's it.
later.
that's the only thing to investigate. So, you don't actually sell anything?
Try this.
Sadness.
Don't
I sell a sadness.
put firecrackers in the storm drain. Storm drains literally drain to like the nearest body of water. Don't put stuff in the storm drain.
I knew that's not how anything works, but my first instinct was to think that some fish is gonna fucking explode. Just going along its merry little way, then just some refuse of firecracker.
You
I'll be
know,
honest, my first thought was Pennywise being like, ah, fuck!
that was Nat's first thought too. How else are you supposed to kill Pennywise? I just love
Bully
that
him.
your imagination of the storm drain is that fish live in there.
No, but it goes out to the nearest body of water! Caitlin!
Caitlin!
Tell me what your conversation with Caitlin like.
When did Caitlin get here?
I was gonna say a different name and then I corrected myself. I don't even know what the other name was because it wasn't Molly either.
Good lord. Yeah.
Problem shared is a problem halved, as they say. I give it advice, I do, and I think what it means. And think what it means.
Hot! Actual hero!
I don't actually sell anything, no, come to think of it.
So, you're not a merchant. Fantastic. His sign does say hot. Actual hero.
Pity.
No more purchases today. Please.
Well, we have quite a cast here, it seems.
Hero as in a sub sandwich?
They conducted their business on Fresno Street from morning until night, my lord. And always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene.
I see. And thus they heard the gunshot, I suppose.
Not only that, but they very bravely ran inside to see what was going on and witnessed the crime.
I feel like people in that neighborhood mind their business.
Right?
Well, I'll be begging, I thought. Just between us.
What a terrible thing I saw!
My God.
What I think is, if all what we see is the light and the shadow playing with our eyes, is any of it real?
They fucking made Beppo a philosopher. Because he's Italian.
What does... Yeah. What does this sign say?
100
100
pence.
pence?
What's the... Yeah, oh, pence, I guess.
100 pence, I think. For his philosophical musings.
Very well. The court will hear the formal testimony of these 3 witnesses now. You will describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of the incident.
We saw the whole thing from start to finish, we did. Everything from the moment they went in the building.
How can our eyes be
I have
real?
eyes that can see inside brick.
How can our eyes be real if our eyes aren't real?
Who are you quoting?
Try this.
Or who are you attempting to quote so I can say that you were attempting to quote them when I put this in our quotes?
It's a meme, isn't it? I can't remember what the actual original quote, like, the quote is from.
He's trying.
Oh, is it Jaden Smith?
The Jaden Smith tweet. That's what Tony said.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Is the original.
Oh.
But how can our eyes be real if our eyes aren't real?
Weird.
Damn, you're right though. That's some sound logic. I can't breathe.
He got interviewed and he got asked what the hell he was talking about.
Oh god. Oh my god, we did do a sketch where we had people guess if it was an Inspirebot quote or a Jaden Smith quote. Gah.
It was less than a minute after the Reaper had gone inside. That's all we heard. Thought we all heard a big bang.
God, you're so high-pitched.
Seems to me that a quick to talk is quick to walk. Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what had happened.
Levi, I do want to point out, you did say, how can our eyes be real if your eyes aren't real? Which is a different thing, and very funny.
Fuck.
Yeah, you did. That is incorrect.
Oops. I was fixing.
I ran into the
I messed
room
up.
and there
with
he was. The Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body.
No. We fix it. Don't worry, Trithis. You'll still be there. Just correct this time.
I was scared after death, mate. So I ran off to find a copper.
Oh, it's how can our eyes be real if your eyes aren't real? Anonymous philosopher, Trithis, Levi.
God. If these witnesses were there the whole day and saw everything, who did they see going inside the building?
Only the victim, Inspector Gregson, and the accused, Baroque Van Zeeks.
I've seen pictures of that Reaper in the paper. I know what he looks like. And just between us, folks that love stories like this, I've made myself a tidy sum already.
But, wait. The room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it.
All those flats on Fresno Street are unoccupied.
Very convenient.
Unoccupied.
That's convenient.
course they are. They're small, damp, dirty, and expensive to boot. I just spit all over my microphone. Ugh. What having a lip like that I'll do to you.
The room in which the inspector was found is the only property in the building that's currently leased.
And we know the leaseholder's name, don't we? It's Hugh Boone.
Such a bad name.
What a poor man. Such a shitty name.
The testimony the court has just heard would appear to leave little room for doubt. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see how anyone other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
No.
Thank you for your candor, my lord.
Counsel for the defense, you may proceed to cross-examine the witnesses.
Yes, my lord. In a closed court like this without a jury, the judge is the only person whose opinion matters. I have to break down this testimony. Somehow. God, their eyes! Ah! I don't want to talk to you anymore.
They want to talk to me.
Oh my gosh.
I want you all out of this court.
What is talking, really?
Okay, let's look at Beppo while I need to go use the bathroom. I drank a full glass of water and I really have to pee, so...
Actually, me too, honestly.
Oh,
We'll be
man,
right
that's
back.
funny. I don't need to pee. I never need to pee. I've never peed in my life.
I'm ready to clip that if you need to pee in the next hour.
I'm never gonna need to pee.
Okay.
Ever.
Uh-huh.
I'm done peeing for the rest of my life.
That's reasonable.
I'm gonna die tomorrow.
Oh.
You need to catch on with Starstruck.
Is that a reference to Stars?
Kind of.
I finally got to episode 5.
It's fucking good.
Yeah.
Starstruck's fucking chaos.
I can see the way it's ramping up to just like I feel like it was I feel like the first couple episodes were just going too slow for me. Then
this
like
fucking show goes fucking next speed.
right, and then episode 4, the middle of episode 4 went to from 0 to 50, and then the end of episode 4 went from 50 to 100. So, yeah.
God, I think just everyone's brought their A game this season. It's like consistently like there's not a dud character. Like I think this is some of, if not the best characters from each of these people. It just fucking rules.
Also, speaking of Dimension 20, I was in one of my classes and I mentioned that I was wearing a shirt that said I was from Vermont, and I had to be like, no, I'm not, because it was a gift from a family who lives there. So like it was like a you're always welcome in our home sort of thing, and insurance companies were wearing it. But I had to be like, no, yeah, I was originally from Staten Island, and they were like, it's one of my students. Like while we were in class, like they were like doing individual work. They came up to me and were like, have you listened to Unsleeping City?
That's like the only point of reference for Staten Island.
Right, basically. Well, they knew that I played a bunch of D&D, like we had talked about it before. And it was like, and I'm like, actually, that is the only season of Dimension 20 I've watched. And it was like a very funny, like, yes, I've watched it. I thought it was great, and it was just like a. If they had asked about literally any other season, I had been like, nope. But I did listen to Unsleeping City season 1.
I'm having a lot of fun with Venus.
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm also exhausted because I was laughing so fucking hard at like the introduction of these characters. Like we spent
wild
so much time on it, but like it's just we needed to process this. Love
There's
this
just
case.
so much.
I love
Yeah.
how fast we got that was Daily.
Yeah. No, I just like noticed the hair. Like, wait, hold the fuck up.
You know what? Honestly,
Yeah.
me too. At this, I was looking at him. I'm like, wait. And if you hadn't said it, I was about to say it too.
Yeah.
We all came to the same fucking like. A bunch of us like all saw it at once. And, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two twists that we got fucking immediately because of visuals. Cosmo is still that's Cosmo under the robes, and that's Daily under the fat lip.
It really, you tried this, it really did. The whiplash, man.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, I think I
Honestly,
said
the
this.
attorney's always been good at that. It's like finding like these sort of moments of really deep tragedy and then making them fucking hilarious. Also,
Yeah, absolutely. Side note, I think I've said this before, but Beppo's nose looked like carrots. It looks like a carrot.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically, like the way carrots look like on carrot cake, like carrot frosting.
Yeah, like a fake carrot made of frosting.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Squidward.
That
Oh,
does,
there's Molly
however,
talking.
make me want to make carrot cake, which is something I had forgotten existed. But carrot cake is fucking
yeah.
delicious, so
It is
Yeah.
putting that on my
I've
list.
gotten really into making mug brownies recently because I've been just like craving
brownies.
baked goods.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I hadn't been craving baked goods for like weeks, and I couldn't figure out what would sate that craving. And I went to Trader Joe's, and they had like little Easter eggs that were like a little chocolate cake with some mousse that was like covered in a chocolate shell,
Oh.
and it was like a soft chocolate shell. So it was like, oh, that's it. There's the craving. Fuck. It was like I've never had that happen where like a weeks long craving was solved in like one bite. I ate the whole thing, to be clear.
Of course.
But
Mm-hmm.
You'd be
there
a
were
monster.
there was like
otherwise.
six like little ones, like mini cupcake size, like really small. But it was like, fuck, I found it. What I needed.
Done it. I've discovered. Yeah. Carrot cake.
Chocolate cake.
Man, carrot cake sounds fucking delicious. Damn it. What have you done?
Don't forget you moved forward a
Yeah.
couple statements if you wanted to actually start from the beginning.
I have to wait for him to go.
God, this man is so fucking ugly.
Oh yeah, it's so bad. Alright.
It's horrible.
Who choked you out?
Gregson, I hope.
Gregson.
It was consensual.
I didn't. Okay. When you say they, who do you mean exactly? Inspector Gregson and the defendant, Lord Von Seeks.
I suppose so. The likes of us don't know the names of the high and mighty.
Oh, fucking shut up.
The high and mighty have got to get a little more exaggerated. But I'll tell you one thing. It was the old Reaper that went in last, that's for sure and certain.
Just behind Inspector Gregson. Did they arrive at the same time as each other?
No, not at all. The first fella must have gone inside a good 15 minutes before we heard that gunshot.
The victim arrived 15 minutes before. Are you sure about that?
Am I sure? Am I sure? Does it seem like that I've forgotten a fella with bright red hair like that, does it?
Ah!
Haha.
Yeah, it's that really red, wasn't it? Redder than my flame of fireworks, even.
That fiery red mop still burnt on the inside of my eyelids, it is.
Wait a minute. You're saying the man was a redhead?
Were you listening, chump? Aye, he was a redhead. He had a big trunk with him as well. But Inspector Gregson's hair isn't red. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
It seems likely the person you saw wasn't in fact Inspector Gregson at all, but some other third party.
No, I hate to break it to you, but the witness is all correct.
I'm colorblind.
What?
Just have a look at this photograph of the victim taken at the scene.
Oh
crap.
Oh, Gregson! Yeah,
Was
yes,
he was he
that's-
like
that's Inspector
was he
Gregson.
trying to get into the red hair group because he was low on money and you needed money to sustain
To
because
move to
these
Paris?
apartments because these apartments are really expensive. But I guess if he was moving to Paris then he wouldn't need to do that any longer. I
I
don't know.
don't know.
Oh, and a red hairpiece.
Or he was going undercover.
Yeah,
Oh.
just whatever.
Of course. We saw one on the floor when we investigated the scene, didn't we?
Or someone just tossed it on his head after they killed him.
I still refuse to believe Inspector Gregson wore a hairpiece, though. Then why on earth would he have been wearing something like that?
The color does seem to suit the man, one might say. The photograph will be submitted as evidence, please, counsel.
The photograph of the victim has been entered into the court record. Oh, okay.
Where's his hat? Why did they put his hat in the diagram if he wasn't wearing his hat?
Fuck. You're right. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah. It's fucked up is what it is.
Can't believe they killed Gregson. That's so
Yeah.
fucked. And what became of the trunk that the red-headed victim was supposedly carrying?
I was informed that no truck was found at the scene.
Trunk.
Trunk.
Trunk. Excuse me.
They also didn't find a truck. So it just disappeared.
What? Do you expect us to have been watching the building every second, do you?
Well, you said that only two
we-
people went in and into the building, so I expect you to have not lied.
We did say that we were there every minute, didn't we?
You sure did. Alex?
I'm muted. I said the line.
You fucker!
Definitely saw him in the dock going in, though. No question about that.
Because that was higher than I did it last
Oh,
time.
God.
She just gets
Great.
higher the more I talk.
Oh no! Oh jeez!
The higher she gets. I'm gonna get lightheaded.
Fucking huffing helium over there. By which presumably you mean the gunshot.
I sell these little things, don't I? How would I know what a gunshot sounds like? But I've always thought the probability probably sounds a bit like this, doesn't it?
And you say that you heard a noise almost as soon as you saw the defendant here entered the building.
That's right. It was almost straight away. Bang! It went just like that.
Bam!
Bam!
Well, he's the Reaper, isn't he? It's what the French call a fait accompli.
That's it.
That's right.
When the Reaper's around, people are going in the ground. I mean, that's what he does, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. I think we get the message.
The Reaper couldn't allow the inspector to live after he discovered his secret hideout. There can be no clearer motive for the crime.
Yes. It's certainly an eminently credible motive.
Great.
And at that point, he ran inside, is that correct?
So jaunty. So, when Gossip ran to see what had happened, did you go too?
Oh, well, me, I'm a bit dampened, see? All the signs are that I can't move very well. You were way behind, presumably, with that sandwich board around your neck and that big sign in your hand.
What a great burden you bear. Pardon me for asking, Mr. Sandwich, but is it possible you and I have met before?
I'm not anybody, see? I'm not anybody, me. The signs are what make me who I am now. I sign, therefore I am.
Oh, I love his little spoon.
This little spin. So, you weren't employed as an omnibus driver just under a year ago, then? He's fucking jittering.
I might be mistaken, but I believe his trembling has intensified, Mr. Naruhodo.
No, you are correct. I agree. He's clearly been through a lot.
Turning down King Henry Street in the Black Widower's Arms is just there.
Oh dear, you made him hide behind his sign.
Oh, sorry. I should've...
Life is full of surprises. The trembling is so good.
Hold it!
Oh, Beppo, I'm glad you came back. So, then you were the first person to arrive on the scene, is that right?
That I was. Kicked open the door like a professional, I did. And I yelled out, "What's going off there?"
Hey.
Lord Von Zeeks claims all he heard was a man's scream, though.
And was it dark inside the room?
No, not dark at all. There were candles burning on the wall.
Oh god, I hate his fucking...
Oh, can we check his age?
Oh, I don't know if we'll get one. Sandwich. The mysterious signpost who can be found on Fresno Street. He looks somewhat familiar. A peddler plying her trade on Fresno Street. She seems to make her money selling meager little fireworks to children. And gossip. God, I hate that.
Yeah, it's
So
not good.
bad. So
Oh, the art is
bad.
even worse. It's very funny seeing it next to next to Daly. Just how fucked up he got.
Yeah, he's even. It looks even more like rope burn.
Yeah.
In the art. Did he get hanged?
Do you have any items that are rope-like?
I don't think so. No. That's okay. Daily. Right to pay was revoked. Jailbreak. Full disclosure. Grabbed him by his neckerchief. Yeah, could've. Just fucking yanked it tight.
Did I read this? Okay, I did.
I think you did. Really?
I think so too. I couldn't remember. And there was a fella collapsed on the floor. Just between us, it was the first thing I noticed when I got inside.
Of course it was. Ah, I see. Even though Lord Von Zeeks claims not to have seen any such lights on the wall.
Next thing I noticed, someone was standing right beside the body.
Body.
Ooh. Dreams happen. Oh boy, okay, there we go. The accused, Barak van Zieks.
That's right, the pale-faced Reaper himself. I was a little shocked, I won't deny it, but I'm no lily-livered coward.
You did run away.
I stood my ground and gave that Reaper a cold, hard stare myself.
You ran away? To be clear.
Excuse me.
Ooh, yeah, we got a big slappy. Do you have something to add, Mr. Sandwich?
I love the sound effect that plays every time he talks. There's really nothing to me. Empty in the head I am, just 2 slices with no middle.
Oh, Sandwich!
He really said no thoughts head empty.
Oh, just 2 slices with no middle. Oh.
I mean, that's it's not that far off from the British toast sandwich, so like.
Fucking toast sandwich.
So I don't know what you could want with me.
I think that maybe you just remembered something. Having heard Mr. Gossip's latest statement, I mean.
What I think is, we're all or nothings, really. When we try to dress ourselves up as something else, but at the end of the day, we're all just street sellers.
I think it's the opposite of that.
That's enough out of you, Sandwich. Keep your trap shut now. Unless you want us to make you into a real sandwich.
Gossip condones cannibalism.
When I saw the Reaper, he fell clean over on his backside.
When he saw the Reaper.
Whoa. When he saw... Oh. Whoops. When he saw the Reaper.
That's it.
Oh, you rotten beggar. I told you to keep that a secret.
He screamed, he did. I screamed and scrambled off on all 4s. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, this is the one that Barak said, like, showed up and then immediately
screamed and ran away.
Yeah.
He screamed and scrambled off on all 4s.
Amazing.
Mr. Gossip, is this true?
The floor was dead slippery, that's why. Planted my hand in a filthy pool of blood, didn't I? Yuck.
Oh, that's his handprint.
He's the handprint on the back of the board?
What?
Weird.
What the fuck?
What?
Weird.
A pool of blood.
But listen here, even when I was sprawled on the floor, I still kept giving the Reaper a cold, hard stare. And don't you forget it.
Now he has even more Usopp
Let's
vibes.
just go back a little. Did you say you got blood on your hand?
I did. Happens to the best of us at times, doesn't it?
No!
So I was scared. So I slipped over. We can keep it just between us, can't we?
No, Mr. Gossip. I'm going to have to ask you to add that information to your formal testimony.
Oh, if I must.
The witness will amend his testimony to include the aforementioned details at once.
Ha! Get fucked.
I slipped over and got blood on me hand, so I quickly wiped it off on the floor.
On me
Aha!
hand. Me hand.
So confirmation it was facing down.
Me hand. Sorry, it's just really My brain
It
was
was
like,
funny. Mm-hmm.
yeah. You wiped your hand on the floor.
Well, who wants blood on his hand, eh? Horrible stuff. They might have thought I'd done it. No ta.
And you didn't think that that might be a problem?
Does it really matter if I left a few grubby handprints on the floor? They'll get cleaned up in the end, won't they?
Oh, it does mean the board was on the floor. And if the board was on the floor, then Zeke's wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
Don't make such a fuss, that's the message. From all of us.
Something wrong, Counsel?
No, my lord.
He's like, we didn't find any fucking handprints on the floor. What the fuck? What the fuck did this dude touch?
We know. I didn't remember anything in the report about a bloody handprint on the floor, that's all. I was just saying what the fuck in my head.
Don't come at me with all that. You can't intimidate me.
You look very intimidated.
I know what I did. I wiped it off. On the floor. The blood.
Such a
I will
weird,
spill out every part of this.
such a
Phrasing of this.
fucking weird line. Okay. I wonder.
Listen, everything I've had to say, this guy has been fucking weird.
Oh, I love it. Could that be what happened? Oh, my hand is so cold all of a sudden.
Mr. Naruhodo?
My tiny little baby hands and my shitty tiny little circulatory system. Stupid tiny little veins. I don't have all the answers yet. But I think we may have just uncovered a vital clue. Oh, Trithus would like a stretch. Oh. I need to stretch more. I feel like an old man. Oh,
Surprise, you are!
oh fuck. God damn it.
You've been Sigma this whole fuck.
Oh, shit. You're right.
Always been a Sigma male this time.
God,
None of that
only, if
Alpha
only,
shit. None of that beta shit. I'm a Sigma.
if only the Alpha Bro community knew about Sigma. What is his last name? Milk?
Clem.
Clem.
Sigma milk?
His last name is Milk backwards.
Climb? I don't remember how
Oh.
Caitlin says it.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I think Caitlin says climb. I say Clem because it's milk.
Mm-hmm. I'm a theta
I'm a
male.
theta milk. You fit in on
I
the
think that's a
angles,
fraternity.
Trithus.
That's a fraternity, right? Oh my god, Mel!
For misogyny.
Oh man.
Trithus, you're an angle. That's where you're at. Theta's. Sorry, it's a math joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it took me a second.
I don't remember what fraternity my brother's in. I can never remember. I know it's the nerd frat though.
I swear to God, it sounds like you keep saying paternity.
I'm not a. What's the gender neutral term for nub? Is it nuncle? I don't like it.
Nuncle.
Yeah. Hmm.
I usually put N's in front of shit. That's like.
There isn't a good one as far as I've seen.
Yeah,
Bad.
no one knows how to gender neutrify things, so they're just like throw an N in front of a word. That makes it.
I've
gender
seen
neutral.
people just use cousin.
No, Alright, that's fair.
Because it's basically cousin, but
Kinda.
like they give it a special word because you're like, I don't know, the zero cousin. You're not the, because like your kids are
Zero
their first
removed.
cousin.
Zero cousin dilemma. What did
Dilf.
Aquamon catch that for?
Bullying.
For bullying? They caught Dilf for bullying? It didn't catch Gilf though. It
Just
only caught
Gilf.
Actually, say Gilf on its own.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we're...
Oh my god. Hold on.
Good. Ah, okay. It did not catch Gilf.
Alright, we have to go through because I need to click back into the game. If I can't find any holes in this test, oh my god, shut the fuck up.
I'm really don't give a ruling of guilty, Mr. Naruhodo.
The truth is, though, their combined testimony is fairly damning.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any obvious problems with their statements, do there? They don't seem to be, do there?
Trithus, what?
What?
Still, if Lord Von Zieks really is innocent, then I'm almost certain that we'll find something in there that doesn't quite add up.
You don't think that one of these three could be the true culprit, do you?
I absolutely do.
Yeah, actually.
I don't know.
we figured
But
that
what I
one.
do know is that there's more to this case than has yet been brought to light.
Objection!
So, you wiped off the blood from your hand on the floor of the room. Are you quite sure about that?
Are you sure about that? Well, what else do you expect me to have done, eh? Does it really matter?
Objection!
Police found no such handprint on the floor during their investigations.
Objection!
What exactly is the defense referring?
Asserting. If you listen,
Asserting. I had to
you'll
guess.
find out, prosecutors.
Yeah. Get his ass!
Get his ass.
In multiple ways.
Certainly. There was no bloody handprint found on the floor.
What are you trying to say?
There was a handprint and blood left very clearly at the scene. On the back of this notice board.
Oh, the body twist.
That was weird.
Oh, yes, indeed. Indisputably a handprint in the distinctive color of blood.
Aye, you're dead right. That's my right hand. I'd know it anywhere.
Sorry!
Sir, you are married. Okay.
Objection!
He's wearing... God, he looks like a...
He just wheels around and smacks Venus's ass.
Oh my god.
The witness very definitely testified that he wiped his hand on the floor.
I just can't. Her ass is just fucking popped out.
Yep.
Any handprints on the back of the board are irrelevant.
Objection!
Not if the board itself had fallen over onto the floor. In that case, it's quite possible for the witness's handprint to have ended up there.
Just look at the floor plan of the room.
Stop it with your stupid smug face. Why does your diagram show which way the door opens?
Yeah, that's cheating.
Kazuma?
Oh, fuck. The notice board was in the opposite corner of the room to the victim and in an upright position. Even if it had somehow been toppled and was lying on the floor at the time, it would have been at a considerable distance from the body.
That's true. And yet...
I fell over when I came across the body.
How did you come across the body? It was behind the door. None of this makes sense.
So I was basically right next to the corpse. Not on the other side of the room.
But you did say that was your hand.
In other words, the defense's assertion is contradictory.
Yes, it is.
You just hit him with the Chad, yes.
There's a very definite contradiction here, for which there must be a reason.
I take it you've formulated a proper hypothesis, Counsel.
I was waiting for somebody else to be the judge.
Regarding this apparent discrepancy between the witness's account and the handprint found at the scene.
I have, my lord. This discrepancy between the witness's account and the location of the handprint is explained by... false testimony. God, I love that. I think that's the option, right?
What were the other two?
It might be the board got moved. I wouldn't put it past this game, but I do want to say false testimony.
Like, that's what it is. Like, how did he end up right next to the body if the door opens into the room like that, you know?
Right.
Mhm.
The body couldn't have been there, if that's the case. He couldn't have been next to the body, but then how did he put his hand in blood, and then put the bloody hand onto the back of the signboard? Like, there's so much unexplained here. False testimony, bitch. The witness claims to have wiped his bloody hand on the floor, yet no sign of that remains at the scene. The simplest explanation is that the witness is lying.
Objection!
Just because it's the simplest explanation doesn't make it the correct one. Ryonosuke
Occam's
Naruhodo.
razor, bitch.
Oh.
He did the whole name. Positing perjury simply because it suits you. You bring shame on your Japanese heritage.
Go! Jesus!
I would ask you
Alright.
not to oversimplify matters again, Counsel.
Alright. It was too
He
simple.
learned that. He learned that move from Bunty.
Then I say the board moving.
Yeah. The board moved. The real contradiction here is the handprint itself, not where it was found. As the court can see, it's upside down.
Good gracious! So it is. If the witness had put his hand against the board, the finger should be pointing upwards.
What does that tell us?
It tells one simple fact. When this handprint was made, the board must have been lying on the floor, as I previously suggested. Which means that after the incident, it must have been moved.
Objection!
You're claiming that somebody moved the notice board after the shooting? Then tell the court who!
I don't fucking know. I don't know that yet. But the point is, when you consider all the testimony we've heard so far, we can now be very clear on one point.
And that would be...
the position of the notice board at the time of the incident, my lord.
So, counsel, I must ask you to clarify your assertion for the court. At the time of the incident, where do you maintain the notice board was situated?
It would have had to have been over here. Ish.
Yeah.
Oh my god, was it blocking him?
That's what I was thinking. That it might have been blocking him.
Like here?
Or it was on top of him. I don't know.
Oh, it wouldn't have been on top of him. Like
No.
over here?
I would say in front of the body, like it was on the. I don't know. Fuck. If I were playing, I would do it there, but I wouldn't be sure of it.
Cause like, well, he needs to get from the door next to the body, and then fall down in the blood, and then wipe his hand on the signboard. So Zeke's was over here. Zeke's turns around. He's here. So I think the signboard has to be like here-ish. On the ground. Over here-ish.
I think it's a fair guess.
Take that!
This is the only possible location.
Well, I guess not.
Immediately adjacent to the doorway.
If the court would think back to the testimony given by the defendant earlier, he said that when he entered the room, it was dark, and he couldn't see the body. The signboard was upright, blocking the body.
When the gunshot went off, it knocked it
Oh,
over.
heck.
If the notice board had been here, the body would have been completely hidden from view, and the light from the candles would have been blocked, making the room appear darker.
Objection!
But the accused also claims that the victim's body simply appeared before him. That would explain why. It would also, depending on where it was, I don't know how it could cover the light of the candelabra, but maybe not.
That's true. Or in his precise words.
Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
So he kicked the door open forcefully enough to knock the
board down.
board down.
Yeah. Also, that's a great impression, Sasato.
Thank you, I'm very talented. I don't know about calling it scream, but he was talking about me. I'd no mistake. Because it was me that kicked the door open. Cool as hell.
If you look again at the floor plan, consider what would happen if the door to the room was thrown open with force. Bam.
That can't.
Oh! I animated
that.
that. Yeah, that's why I said that.
Sorry, I wasn't understanding.
The door struck the notice board, knocking it over and making the victim's body visible.
Good gracious!
My client has told nothing but the truth. He has simply described what he saw.
Ah! Oh.
Ooh, I hate his ass.
That was a sexy ass hurt animation.
Damn.
Also, I do love that his recoil is the Von Zeke's hand over face.
Yeah.
Order! Order! Counsel, how has this not come to light before now?
It's more fluid. His hair moves with it.
After the incident, somebody must have righted the board and moved it into the position where the police, myself, and my colleagues saw it when investigating the room.
Witness, what have you to say for yourself?
What? Me, my lord?
You and your fellows were there at the scene before anybody else. It goes without saying that you must know something about the position of the notice board. Look at the little shrew on his shoulder! I love it so much!
The witnesses in the stand will testify again. You will each explain exactly what you did upon arriving at the scene of the crime.
Oh, stop looking over your glasses at me. I get the message.
That's such a pose. How does your arm bend like that? How are you
can't
doing
think too hard about
that?
I don't know anything about that there notice board. I just wipe my hands on it, that's all.
How are you doing? He's gotta be like double jointed in his shoulder or something. That's fucked.
I actually don't think it's that as bad as it looks.
No,
me neither.
it feels bad. Alex.
It looks like he's a really flexible shoulder and can bend his arm a little bit further back than it looks, and so he's bending at the elbow like a normal person, but his shoulder is just pushed really far back.
Well, don't look at me. I haven't got a clue about it. I was doing business with some second years at the time.
Ugh. I don't know anything about anything. I'm just a bystander, me. Just a sign at the crossroads of life.
It was that Reaper, I bet. He's got a face that screams, "Lord."
I can't see how this changes anything anyway. The detective still died when we heard the gunshot.
So none of you can elaborate further.
Party outside your
Shaken
house.
by...
Yeah,
Miles?
sounds like a
Alex?
frat
Oh, you
house
guys can hear him again? Yeah, they're
Just,
out.
just, just for a moment. Just for a
They,
second.
they went out tonight at like 11, and I'm like, what the fuck? They were like inside quietly until like 11. They turned the floodlight on and were playing music outside.
Oh my
course.
goodness.
Shaken by the crime they witnessed, and with only the light of a few candles and an oil lamp by which to see. We can't expect these witnesses to be able to give a more precise account of what happened.
That's right. Yeah. Don't pay to expect too much.
It's an immense, endless quest for knowledge that's destroying the world. That's what I think.
Beppo, Jesus Christ! Oh my god!
Ignorance is bliss.
Fuck! Do you? Really? That's what you think? Really? Alright.
In any case, as this testimony shows, even if the notice board was moved by somebody following the incident, it makes no difference.
Well, I think it does make a difference, actually.
When the gunshot rang out, the accused was the only person at the scene.
It's not a gunshot.
In short, the only person who could have possibly committed this crime is Baroque van Zieks.
She said she was doing business with second years at the time. That's what the sound was, you fucking moron.
None of this wrangling over the board changes that simple fact.
Quite so, quite so. Does the defense still wish to cross-examine the witnesses despite the circumstances?
Yeah?
Most certainly, my lord.
Very well. And you may proceed, counsel.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should end here before the cross-examination because we'll be in the middle of it.
Yeah, I agree.
We can start the next session with a review of the cross-examination of the testimony itself. Yeah. Oh man, I'm having a fucking blast.
I'm having a fucking.
Having a fucking.
I'm tired, but
having a good time.
Hi, Shasta.
Hey,
Oh,
Shasta.
how you doing? I missed you today.
I just don't think that we're gonna get through the cross-examination in 10 minutes, because that's just not how not how we roll.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just before the cross-examination is a good time to stop for me personally. Aw, thank you, Selfie. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's always a pleasure to have you here. We'll be back next week, next Thursday. Hopefully Shasta will be able to join us. And we'll continue on with this fucking wild trial. I will be streaming on Tuesday. More Elden Ring, if that's your thing. I'm exploring, generally getting killed by things, and you know, the usual Souls experience. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night, and I hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.